Goodwood Saints have taken this opportunity to show how football can bring to the fore, to influence people's thinking and make a difference. Goodwood Saints have partnered today with Lendlease, Hutt Street Centre and White Ribbon in an effort to raise awareness.
Welcome to Goodwood versus Port District, a huge game here, Luke Hosey, and we're just about to have a Indigenous round Welcome to Country ceremony. Luke.
Yes, it's a White Ribbon Day, which is against domestic violence, and also it's the Indigenous round here at Goodwood. So
I reckon probably best thing we can do at this stage, let the pitchers do the talking, mate, and
exactly.
We'll be back at the end of the ceremony.
Not a problem.
We can work together to close the gaps, to find tolerance and understanding, and to offer assistance to those requiring it, rather than to look away. It isn't our problem. It's everybody's problem. We are looking away. On average, a woman is killed every week in the current player. 5 women harassed in the workplace and family violence cause of illness, and why we're playing in the Indigenous jumper. This is why we've linked the stage to White Ribbon Road. And this is why we're supporting the Hutt Street Centre, as Indigenous people are overrepresented in our business system and also homeless figures. The Hutt Street Centre cares for these people without judgment, and we're proud to partner with them to support the White Ribbon organisation. And you see around the local club rooms opportunities where you can cause. A little bit football club, for support, trust you reflect what we have done to share, take the opportunity we are providing to make a difference. Now, Mikey O'Brien to conduct the Welcome to Country ceremony on behalf of the Kaurna people.
Welcome to Putney! Minjana, na puruji, na nari kamatpi marita, na wangandi mani the Putney gani yatana, the yata Goodwood Saints Wama. As a descendant of the Kaurna people, I welcome you to Kaurna country, and particularly to the Oval here today at Goodwood Saints. It is a privilege, partly because I have an association with Port District. Sadly, for you as Goodwood Saints, although I'm invited here today, I played there many years ago. But today is about celebrating the both of these teams coming together. And that is at a day where we celebrate obviously the Indigenous rounds, but really the spirit of the game itself. Our people had a name for this game, and it was called Pandu. Pandu being a possum skin ball, and today I brought that possum skin ball with me today. As a symbol of the game itself, our people were the people that really led to this development of this game. Whether you look at the totems of the clubs that they represent, or whether you look at the markings on their jumpers themselves, we painted ourselves up in separation of competing in this game of Pandu. And so it's very symbolic and very warming to be here. And so I want to say these words, Naranablu Kamanka Yarakumanindi, my wintaga, my ajaga, Natu Yokandaya, Natu Yakandaya, Punya do what do. Which is, today is about giving, it also is about receiving, but together we can become one. And we also walk this land, and when we walk this land, we become a part of it. And it's important to recognise that. And we should do this not only by walking, but also sitting upon the land, and we should do it in harmony. And so with that said, I want to wish both these teams a competitive and heart-fought game, a game that we can all have a great day in watching this spectacle. I will call a draw because I don't want to take any side, but it is nice to be here today. And so to kick it off, I'm going to kick this Pandu ball to celebrate not only this wonderful game, but the game today itself. So, no chaya. Thank you.
And welcome to sunny Goodwood Oval for a perfect day for footy. It's about 18 degrees, not a zephyr of wind here. You're with Tommy Javor and Luke Hosey, and the man with the zoom, the lens, the focus, the whole lot, Jonathan Kovac. We are here for the battle of second versus fourth. Goodwood Saints sitting second, the home team, playing Goodwood Saints, playing Port District fourth. Now, the interesting, obviously, you've just seen the ceremony for Indigenous round and white ribbon, so a couple of great causes there. But let's get on to the footy because this game is huge. Interestingly enough, everyone thinks Goodwood Saints will win. Goodwood Saints haven't beaten Port District in 3 years, so they are their bogey team. Port District have beaten them already once this year. Of course, that game was at Port District. Last time Goodwood were good enough to beat Port District, Shane Tuck was playing. So for me, that's when they beat Payne and my boys in the grand final. I think that might have been 2015. So it's a long time between drinks. As I said, 5 wins in a row for Goodwood Saints. But perhaps, under new coach Adam Jeffries with new systems, they can turn it around today. Lots of key players to look out for today. For Goodwood Saints, look no further than the man they call Lunch Money, Luke Whitelock, the captain. The man with the chiseled jaw, Luke Stanton, the man they call Tron, Anthony Scara, once was called Took for being too keen with the ladies. Tom Carter in ruck is their barometer. If he gets things going, they will win the game, and plenty of other stars floating around. On the Port District side, you've got state players in Tom Corcoran. Of course, the huge out today for them is Trent Heffernan, the captain, unavailable. Other key players will be Mitch Gaffney, Will Northeast, and the ruckman Derek Clark. One massive plus for Port District today is the fact Heath Pocock is not playing. As I welcome to the mic for the first time today on what it could only be described as a 10 out of 10 day for football, welcome Luke Hosey.
G'day TJ, how are you, mate?
Fantastic, mate. Tell us your thoughts, feelings, emotions, feedback on today's game.
Yeah, always tough to win here at Goodwood, as I'd found out over the many years. Being an assistant coach against them, tough to win. Also, the way they set up now, Goodwood, with their back half. They're setting up with 8 or 9 guys in the back half and only 3 forward. Really tough to score against.
They're playing an 18-man press on this ground, aren't they? They set the 18 up the whole time.
Yeah, but they start their half-backs in the back pocket, and they start their wings off half-back, and they're setting up nine blokes in behind the footy in a box formation.
So essentially, they're not playing positions as such, but they are playing a zonal setup, basically. So it's not like
a defensive zone.
Yep. And that rolls across. So it really is about everyone being able to play a role. It is that age-old adage: play your role,
and shutting the opposition down. It's about choking the life out of the opposition, isn't it? So
it certainly is. Look, Hose, I'm going to start straight up. Tip. Can I get your tip for today, mate? Because it is a huge game.
I think Goodwood. I think the loss of Trent Heffernan is big. Aliparte Carlisle is out. Sorry, Anthony Carlisle. Anthony is out, and also bonus with Heath being out though for him though, so they get TJ Heckler's come into the side. Pokey, very good player, but
he'll be watching this, and of course, congratulations to Heath Pocock, secured a job at the SAAFL, of course, the peak body of football in this state. So
is it SAAFL? Or
it is SAAFL, yes, and he'll be saying that too. So well done, Heathy. Looking forward to working with him. Of course, that's in a different life right here today, mate. It's all about this Adelaide Footy League, and it's exciting.
Late out too for Goodwood Saints. You've got Jacob Heatman is out, and Jordan Turner's in.
Yeah, that actually happened last night, but yeah. So, look, mate, there's plenty of ex-league and SAAFL reserves experience, so it's going to be a top game. You tipped Goodwood by how much?
I think it'll be close, just the way that Goodwood play with that tight game. I think they'll probably win by 1-12.
Yeah, look, I feel like it's going to be a 12-goal to 8 type game in Goodwood's favour. So I'll take Goodwood by 13-24, the next increment of elevation in punters' terms, I guess you'd say. Going to be a huge game. We should be getting some scores from Paynham versus Modbury in Div 1, of course, Glenunga. We always keep an eye on Glenunga. Our very good friends, the Mighty Rams, and PAC. We've always got good support there from Peter Carter sending us through some scores. So
yeah, Hef's a huge out for them. You know, that's their engine. He is their engine room.
He's a state captain, arguably the best player in the league. Certainly one of.
Oh, one of the best dozen. Yeah. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Here we go, when we're just about set, and Port District Wingman has no one on him, Ho, so you're not one to say I told you so, but if you were, right now you'd be saying I told you so. Yeah, neither Port District Wingman has a player on them. I don't remember seeing that at the start of a game. And number 15 right in front of us is Tom Eckel, the boy from Victoria. He's just waving his arms going, hey boys, give it to me.
Yeah, well, that's what they're wingmen. They sit back and that's how they play.
It's Clark versus Carter. Carter with first tap down, straight down to Goodwood, secondary wrap up. Clark tries to steal it back. We'll have another ball up, and I dare say that centre's looking nice and hard, baked up a bit, Luke Hosey.
Yes, it is. Cricket pitch there, mate. Gone dormant.
First clearance here to Goodwood. Goes out wide to half forward, looking for and finding the man with a great tash. That was, of course, Jack Whaley, the Sandman. But Port District will clear through a chain of handballs. This way, that way, left foot, nice, cute little kick. Looks for and finds Luke McInerney, the boy they call Macca.
Man bun. Nice
yes,
man.
Good footballer, terrible haircut, Luke Hosey. You know the drill.
Get rid of the man buns.
Yes. Going the switch here, is he? Dangerous kick, but there's no wingman over there, and a beautiful looking kick. Well weighted, finds Dougie Gregg. Gregg goes out wider, finds Ben Drogamullah. They're off and running here, Port District. And nice mark over the back there. The big fella, the ruckman, making just getting Jack Cutter. Swings on the left. High up and under kick. They fly. Ball hits ground level. Goodwood should clear, and they do. Going to be a lot of that, Luke Hosey, I think. There's going to be a lot of switching to the other side to attack, because down the line there's going to be 6 or 7 bodies in front of you each time.
Yeah, if you're a Port District wingman or halfback, I think I said to Heath Pope on the phone last night, you can get a lot of cheap kicks.
I'll have a look at this. 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4,
you're going to get a lot of cheap
They've
kicks.
got 5 players out the back if they do go backwards. So
yep.
It's an interesting. It's a different game, but hey, Goodwood currently sits second, so you can't criticise it. It's working. So
yeah, whether or not it can work on a big oval is I just have my reservations.
Yeah, well, you've got to get there to win it. So Adam Jeffries, first year coach, the man who was criticised heavily early in the year for wearing a pink cardigan, but she's made every poster winner here. Also, quick snap by Port District. We'll come back to Jeffries. A little push out, clever use of the body or the hands, and the umpire said, no, you can't do that. Let me get involved.
Yeah, Jay Williams just a little nudge. Yeah. Probably wasn't a lot in it.
Side back sort of.
Louis Whitlock.
Yeah. Yes, Whitelock, the man with the chiseled jaw. And he goes long and wide. He looks for Scott Oakley. He comes inboard. Quick tackle there by Port District. You can see a lot of that today. A lot of pressure, secondary pressure, and we'll have another ball up, Luke Hosey.
Just trying to get a gauge of where everyone is. It really is a different game how Goodwood play, isn't it? It's just hard to get a gauge.
Yes. Like my grandfather said as well, sometimes you've got to go across before you come up, and I think there'll be a lot of that. They'll be pushing across before they go up. Yeah. And
good mark, far side, Jack Whaley.
Oh no, it's been taken off him. Free kick, Port District, a long way
hands in the back, I think.
Get on the binos and I'll have a look. I'm just seeing slow playing it here, Port District. Fairly circumspect start as they go to half forward. Big spoil over the top there. That was Jack Carter, brother of Tom, of course, former Glenelg boy, former West Adelaide boy, the two boys. Interesting stat about Jack Carter as we've got another ball up. Posey will like this one. He's a real throwback, doesn't have Facebook or social media, Jack Carter. If you want to speak to Jack, he's very, very aloof, very private person, and good on him. Respect to him for that. And beautiful tackle there. Looked like the Port District player was holding the chutney, and it was. Good tackle by the little fella there. Can't see unless he turns around. And
the one thing that any opposing side has to have when they're playing Goodwood is you've got to have good foot skills. Because
well done. Good play, running into open play there. Tommy Eckel, the boy from Victoria, so he's come off his back wing there. He's cut through, broken a tackle. Of course, you break a tackle at Goodwood a lot of the time, it's going to really do some damage. And Tom Eckel's kicked the first on the Harley Heaven firm scoreboard, just over to our right and to the right of screen. It's Port District, 1 straight goal. Goodwood Saints yet to score.
Yeah, you have to be able to hit up your targets because they're going to play with so many men back. You're going to have to really hit them up well. Because you're going to have to slice it through just a swathe of Goodwood defenders.
Yes, and once again, it's going to be Clark versus Carter. Now, Carter, last time we were here, Hose, it was a draw. Remember the final kick of the day, a draw?
Paynham.
Yes, Paynham and Goodwood last year, and Carter loves that little backhand panther, doesn't he? That little flick back behind his head.
He's lost a bit of beef by the big fella, I think.
Yeah, he looks like
a haircut.
Might have been on the isogenics. he had a horrible man bun as well last year?
Yeah, he did, and I reckon he might have lost 10 or 15 kilos.
Yes, got the pink wheels on too, so he'd want to have a good one. So, okay. As they settle, just always feels a bit strange when you look at Goodwood now. No Dempsey, no Bartel, no all those names we've known forever. Yeah, well, Scara's there somewhere. I don't see him at the moment, but he's out there somewhere.
Yeah, Anthony Scara's
there he is, right on cue. Left foot quick kick to full forward, danger area there. Port District's defenders doing well. They should come out with a chain of handball. Well done. Oh, you're all over these Port boys. Anything from the Peninsula. Hosey knows it. Well done, Hose. Yeah, and beautiful switch there to Port District. They come out far side now, running handball. Well organised so far, Port District. Nice, cute little hit-up kick. Doesn't quite get the target, but there's room, there's time, there's space, and they go.
Harley Tiller.
Yes.
Good little kick out.
Zuma Tiller to half forward, not the best kick, and Port
just
District
kept it in.
Yeah, he kept it in, not sure why. Might have been better to let it go, and Port District make a bit of a meal of that. But so do Goodwood. We're going to have a ball up 60 metres. Well, if you go by the 50 line being a 50, you'd say it's 60 metres around from the Goodwood Saints goal, from the Port District goal.
From the Port District. I'm not so sure that's a true 50 either.
No, I wouldn't have thought so, mate. I reckon I could kick it, so that tells you everything you need to know about it. As quick click, no, it's smothered there, and we're going to have another ball up, I think, as they stack on. And early doors, it's Port District by 6 points. Good start there for the boys from the Peninsula.
Yeah, very good start. Last week, I think Athelston only kicked a few goals against Goodwood, so found it difficult going.
I think it was a couple of weeks ago they kicked one, or was that? Yeah, they've had a couple of bad weeks, Athelston. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Ball out of bounds, far side of the ground on the wing there.
Yes, just a quick one. Final score, Prince Alfred Old Collegians. I'm not sure who Prince Alfred are playing, but in the B grade they've got up by 19 points.
Okay.
Thanks for that. All the way from Barley, that score. So
all the way from Barley?
Yeah, they might be playing Henley from
Adelaide
memory.
Junior.
Adelaide Junior, is it? There you go. All right, again, chain of handballs, spills out the back. Port District, beautiful, leading in front, attacking the ball, full throttle, straight down the gullet, looks for and finds a player, chipping across. Can't see that. It might be Pinto. Pinto. Oh, he's got a handful of Guernsey there, and that should be a free kick to Goodwood Saints, and it is. Was it Jordan Pinto busting through?
I think it was.
He best on ground last time we were here, wasn't he? He has a way of finding space on this tiny oval because he's little. And yeah, gets the ball down. Look, it wasn't the best kick, but do you know what? He got it down there quick, got it down while it was 1-on-1. And lining up for his first, and the first for the day is, for Goodwood, is Jack Whaley. Of course, Jack Whaley, the former Bays, big game for him today. His coach has put the acid on him a little bit. Needs to fire up as an
played really well here last year when we were here.
Hasn't had a great year though, from all reports. And as an ex-Glenelg player, we expect the big things. They call him the Sandman. He lines up from 30, slide angle, puts it straight. Diddle, scores a level here at Goodwood Oval. Interesting one now. I've got a lot of information on these Goodwood players. I've spoken to a couple of inside spies at Goodwood. They call him the Sandman because apparently he ate crap one day and ended up face first in the absolutely cracking tash. Maybe the best moustache in Division 1. Jack Whaley.
Jack Whaley?
Yeah, so expect a big game from the tash.
In all fairness, though, it'd be tough to play forward here at Goodwood because you're playing 4 on 6 or 7 every time.
Yep.
Yeah, so really tough job to play forward.
Yes. No arguments here, mate. I wouldn't want to play here. I actually, when I coached anyway.
Yeah, no, I meant with the style of play they're playing is they're all running the other way sort of thing. So they're all running to the back up. So
Carter with the tap, but well read there by Tommy Corcoran. Corcoran's kick smothered though. Bounces back in Goodwood's favour. Kick to the fat
great
side.
Kick, 45 degrees, yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, his coach has put it on him today to have a big one, and he has started on fire. He's going to line up from right on the Goodwood 50, which might indeed be a 43.5er. And I think he probably will have the distance, although he's kicking into the teeth of probably a 2-point breeze. Maybe a 3-point breeze.
Not even that, I don't think.
No, he shouldn't have any problem with this.
Looks like he's on Josh Rosenthal down there too.
Yes, the Rosebud. Rosenthal's been in good form as well. So
straight man in football.
As in, is that a sexual?
No, just straight. Very straight man.
And looks like it's right over the post. It might have just snuck in.
Got it.
He's pumping fists like a champ. That's his second and Goodwood Saints second on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard. It's Goodwood 2 straight goals. Port District 1 straight goal. And I'll tell you what, we've seen scores to both the Pernix Smarter with Data M, which Port District are kicking to the screen for those of you watching the live stream, and to the right of screen, the HydroSmart Pure Water Shop N. And
I was a bit harsh there on Joshua Rosenthal. It's Tim Zvari who has got him. So it might be a bit of a move soon. Whaley has two early goals. That's Pernix. Pernix end of the ground.
Okay, is that what it says on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pernix smarter with
I'll tell you
data.
what, Jono's got it all. He's zooming, he's focusing, he's correcting me. So Pernix is to the right of screen. My apologies. So Pernix smarter with data, and Goodwood are kicking to that end.
Hodger smart to the other end of the ground, or the Goodwood end of the ground.
It's like a chew man, isn't he? We're going to have Heath Pocock joining us in the third quarter, which should be very exciting for all you female viewers out there. Although he's married now, Pokey. Married with children.
Don't think he's married, but yeah.
Oh,
Partner.
with female partner too. Things have changed since back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, as it's a free kick to Port District in the centre of the ground. And this should end up right in the teeth of goals here, I think. Beautiful looking kick to the leading player. Oh, he's just overcooked it a touch, but perhaps
Luke
the player,
McInerney, he's had a few touches already back there across half back.
Yeah, I didn't mind McInerney's kick. I thought Miles Crump probably needed to just hold his lead a little bit and check the run, and probably could have taken that, but yeah, anyway. They should clear. They'll go the switch. They do.
Tommy Galing.
Yes, Tommy G, they call him. Effective. Cuts through.
Got the switch. Oh, missed that kick, didn't he?
Yes, he's kicked it to the son of Fozzie, Jack Foster, of course, son of 1988 Premiership player Richard Foster. Kicked a goal to put Port 26 points up in the third quarter against Glenelg. I'll never forget it. I jumped off the couch and cried because I knew we had it that back then.
Put on a bit of beef over the last few years too, young Jack.
Yes.
Started off as a very fleet of foot, half forward.
Yep.
Left footer from memory.
Hasn't made too many friends with hairdressers either, by the look of it, but he'll line up from just outside the Goodwood 50.
Yeah, left footer.
Yep. Nice looking kick. Should come back with the breeze or with the angle. The fade
got it.
Scores a level here at Goodwood Oval. That one's kicked to the Hydro Smart pure water shop end for Port District. 2 goals apiece at Goodwood Oval, Hose, and we could have a very close contest.
I remember his first game of senior football, actually. It was against Portland in the second semi-final, and we didn't know anything about him, and he kicked 5 on us. We didn't know anything about it.
Live and learn quickly. Just got a message through. The pictures are coming through beautifully, Jono, and apparently I'm sounding absolutely delightful, Hose. You're a touch off par, but never mind. You can lift.
That's the same every week.
Yeah, it's only from the missus, mate, so she's a bit biased. As we see the battle in ruck, Carter versus the big fella in Clark. Ball spills. Oh, quick play. Tell you what, Tetsy's just picked up a little bit here. Coming through the middle, Louis Whitelock. Hamble makes it someone else's problem. Yes, Barry, chunky fella, isn't he? Swings onto the right, looks for Whaley. Whaley's bought his own bloody footy this quarter. That's his third big mark, or third big contested possession here. Contested possessions inside the 50 at Goodwood. You know what they normally become?
Yeah, Mads will be looking at Svary now, I think. Be making a change and be looking at Rosenthal perhaps.
Yes. Maybe a match up to Savari away for him. I don't know. That's terrible, that one. But anyway.
Yeah, not good.
But anyway, they've looked for and they've found the man, or I've had a bit of crack at before, Miles Crump. They call him the Crumpet. He's a former junior West Adelaide reserve player who'll line up from 40 on an acute angle. Let's see what he does with it. Pushes it to the right. That won't score. Top of the square in the end. Big fly, but at ground level, it's Port Districts. They'll clear. Kicks out to the half-back flank, looks for and finds Nick Burgess. Burjo. No, not pardon me. Tom Eckel. I've gone the wrong side of the sheet there.
Jack Foster.
Here we go.
Goes inboard.
Off and running. This is dangerous if you can run through the middle of Port District Oval. This is Miles McNamara. He goes to half forward, looks for and finds.
They're hitting up those targets at 45 degrees, aren't they, at the moment?
They are. They know they're playing good football. It's a good game of footy at the moment. Pretty good skills. And they go to full forward, contested possession. That's a mark,
good
is
mark.
it? It is.
Good mark.
Second
Very good
attempt.
mark.
We'll get on the binos and check out who that is. He might give me a shot.
It's Gav Shepherd. Gav Shepherd, former Portland player, Premiership player of 2013.
Then where they beat Port District in the grand final, wasn't it?
Certainly did. Gav kicked 4.
Well, there you go.
And he's an exceptional mark, but he's equally as good beneath his knees. A very, very good player.
Well, we just talked about only a minute ago the importance of contested marks inside the 50 at Goodwood, and he's taken a big one. He lines up from 30 and puts down. Goal umpire doesn't move. Yeah. Write that one down straight in the budget. That is Port District's third, and they currently lead Goodwood by 1 goal on the Harley Heaven firm scoreboard.
Yeah, they're playing him at full forward today. Shep, normally he plays across half forward or on a wing. They're playing him deep forward. But an exceptional footballer. And
I know we talked about it, you talked about it. I can see it with my own eyes. You can see it if you're looking at home. It's hard to believe I'm watching a Division 1A grade game of football.
No wingmen.
Where there are no wingmen for the home team. Unusual.
Yeah, they just sit back and it is different.
Very different. It's almost like they've got too many out there.
It does, doesn't it?
So they've got the double team on the big full forward there in Tommy Allison. Was it Tom Allison, full forward? Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll follow the play. We'll come back to it. There's Goodwood here. They're in bit of strife, bit of hot water, but they're working their way through it. Cleared there quickly through Josh Slape. Slaperazzi, they call him. It was a high up and under kick trying to make it someone else's problem, and now it's all of Goodwood's problem because here come Port Districts through the middle, head of steam. Beautiful hit up kick, is it? And it is. Takes the mark,
kick.
flying on the run, left foot on the run. It's
Missed.
just to the near side. Unlucky there, Port District.
Mitch Gaffney.
Mitch Gaffney, yes, a dangerous footballer, left footer.
Good tagger. A very, very good tagger, Mitch.
Port District's by 7 points here early. It probably hasn't gone the way I expected it to. It's been teams have been able to find a way to score.
Well,
And
they're hitting targets up, kicking at 45-degree angles to the fat side of the ground. Which is
danger.
And that's
Danger.
the second bad kick we've seen come out of that back half, isn't it?
yes, Mace Ellis, is it? No, it's Tommy Cochrane.
Yeah.
Former, spent a bit of time at Glenelg when I was down there. And
Good size.
yeah.
6'2", I'm guessing.
yeah, broad shoulders. Number 10. That's about all we know about him. But he's going to line up from 40 on a 45-degree angle, and if he's been on a league list, he might just pop this one through, you'd think, Luke Hosey.
You'd think so. Got the full face of the goals here to open for him. He's missed to the right.
Yeah, he's just hung it out, and it's not going to come back, and yeah, runner not happy with that. And on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it's Port Districts 3-2, Goodwood Saints 2 straight goals, 8-point lead to Port Districts.
Yeah, Districts are finding their way through the Goodwood defence.
Yes, there they are. A couple of mistakes as well from Goodwood here. Just cooler heads need to prevail. Good tackle, doesn't release the hands.
It's holding the ball.
He's done 1.5 revolutions there.
That
Yeah.
was Nick Burgess too, very good
Yeah,
player.
3-on-1 here, and the 3 wins and wins comfortably. Beautiful play there. McInerney goes in board. 2 players loose again. That's Eckel, I think.
Tommy Eckel, yeah.
He's had about 6 touches already.
Yeah,
Looks
him
for-
and McInerney have been prevalent
Yeah.
early.
Here they come, quick flying snap. This player that just missed, I can't make it out. It's going to land in the goal square, is it? And
That's
good
mark.
mark there.
Yeah, that's a
Well
great
done.
mark. James Reed.
Yes, James Reardon, former Goody Saints Junior. Another man with a solid moustache here. They love their moustaches out at Goodwood. And
Goes
you,
out far side.
Yeah, you follow the play, Hosey. I'll get on the binos. And he's
Oh,
kicked it
out
straight
the
out the
full.
full. That is the 3rd errant kick from inside, deep inside the Goodwood defence.
Yeah, Gav Shepherd, mark, and or a free kick. He's going to have a shot, I reckon, Gav. And I reckon he could get that. He is beautiful kick of the footy. Very, very good kick of the footy is Gav.
Well, he's kicking, obviously, went out in the full, so kicking on the boundary line from about 50 metres out. And he's too high.
Ooh.
That ball's going to land in the goal square, maybe. Oh, and it does. It'll be rushed through for a point there, which
Yeah,
takes the lead.
Nick Burgess just takes it through there.
Yeah, 9-point lead here to Port District. And not a lot of play in front of us, it's fair to say, Hose. It's all
No.
over there. But anyway, at least it's a small ground.
There isn't one person in the Goodwood half of the oval.
There's
not one person forward.
There's not one in the Goodwood 2/3 of the oval. There's one person.
There's one,
sorry,
yeah.
Playing the sweeping role there, the man with the man bun. And they look for a hit-up kick here. Looking for number 5 for Goodwood. That's Miles Crump, the Crumpet. That's a better mark. He flew with mark, but it's going to be down the line to a big pack of about 18 players that'll converge on it, and that's all it is. And it's an ugly looking kick, and it's easy fodder for a defender, and it'll be seen out, and it is right in front of us, true wing position.
For our listeners who want to know what's going on with them, essentially all it is, if you really want to pull it back to basics, is that Goodwood, instead of starting with a wingman, start their wingman in a back pocket. That's the easiest way to put it. Yeah.
Tackle. Oh, the umpire's found a free kick there. It's a case of...
So they start 18 behind the footy.
Yep.
That's the short of it. Yeah.
Yep. Mitch Gaffney here. The gaff goes long towards between half forward and full forward. Big fly. Goodwood at ground level. Quick release kick. Port District with the numbers here. But no, Goodwood win it back. They should release it. Oh, it's straight out of bounds. That's as deliberate as you'll ever see. But the umpire says, "Oh, ball it in."
AFL, I think he might have been pinged.
100% he would have been pinged. Speaking of AFL, we've got AFL and SAAFL. A lot of important games today. We bring you those scores at quarter time, and of course scores from out of grounds as well. Ball one down, big pack of players. It's really hard to get commentary fluency because it's just so congested around the contest, Luke Hosey.
Game of stoppages at the moment, isn't there?
A good 15 to 20 players around the ball. It's hard to call individual names. It's just a matter of the ball winning forward. And here's Port District, spun around the tackle. Good tackle, doesn't get it out. And the umpire says I'll have a third ball up.
Well, there's 36 blokes in a half of the oval, and 34 of them are actually in a third of the oval.
Yeah.
It's just stoppages.
And it's not a big oval. That's where we're going to have a fourth ball up. there. So, I mean, it's really important when you do get those breaks, those teams that have been accurate at this stage. And here comes Goodwood. They release through the outside. Over the top, here's Pinto. We know he's quick, he's small. Probably outpointed on this occasion. Is he? No, he gets it back. Good battle, good one-on-one. Wins it. There's Whitelock. Whitelock finds Slape, the Slapinator, Slaperazzi, whatever they call him. Oh!
Good bump.
Bit of a clothesline almost, and they just bit of a how's your mother.
That was Nicky Hales, I think.
Yeah. Hales, Hale the great man. Quote from the great Bill Laurie. And the umpires decide that's actually a free kick and giving a free kick to Goodwood. No.
Oh, a bit weak.
Yeah, we're a long way away from it. And he kicks towards the full forward area. They fly. Big pack of players. Ground level. Goodwood take possession. Quick tackle. Ball spills. Goodwood takes secondary. Car spills out. The man waiting on the outside. It might have been Pinto. Quick kick. Looks for. And that's a free kick.
Free kick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting under the ball was Tom Anderson, the man who self-proclaims himself as Royce. He's got his hands on the ball. Goodwood, the Port District defender, coming the wrong way. Hose.
Ben Drogmuller he ran straight at him, didn't he? So it was a definite free kick.
Interesting stat that some people may not know. I didn't know it till today, but he's actually Lou Whitelock's brother.
Who's that?
Tom Anderson. Brothers with different surnames.
Okay.
Can happen. From the pocket, I reckon he's gone near side. He probably didn't give it as much time or preparation as you would have liked.
Thought he might have gone the check side.
Yeah, a little bit of show time. But anyway, on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it is Goodwood 2 goals, 113. Port District's 3-3-21. So it's an 8-point ball game.
Yeah, it's a reasonable game, but it's made up of all those stoppages, so there's no fluency, is there? At the moment,
kick out of mid-air. But again, they've got players behind the ball. Up, oh yeah, well done there.
There's three Goodwood
player had to go and he went. He just made a contest when he had to. Good play. Ball spills now, ground level. Whitelock's in there, battling. He lays a tackle, good tackle. We'll have a ball up there.
Yeah, Benny Drogmuller, he wrapped up pretty quickly. He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, not sure who that Goodwood player was, but he had to leave his man. He made a contest and probably saved a potential goal there.
Holding on, free kick. Yep.
Yes, and this is Tom Allison, the man they call Bulby, because his hair used to look like a light bulb, it doesn't now. He's had a cut, but he goes along to full forward. Dangerous looking kick. Ball spills at the back, clearing it. Who is that? That's Jack Carter, brother of Tom, and he has. Oh, umpire says play on. I'm not sure what happened there. Beautiful
hit up kick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Down the line.
Yeah, on the wing there, and here comes making a good beeline is Tom Anderson, trying to get round the back. It's going to take 2 kicks though. Crumpet underneath it. Good spoil there from Port District. Seen out right in front of that building. What is that building over there?
That's the hockey club, mate.
The hockey club. They play hockey on the other pitch, do they?
Yeah, they got hockey up there, and they got a little grandstand. You can watch the footy this side or the hockey that side.
Of course, you've got the Goodwood Roos Cricket Club here as well, and
on this here, and
tennis SA tennis courts over there. So it's a real, absolute hub for sport. The only thing they're missing is a bit of parking. Anyway, Goodwood take the ball into the pocket. It really is like for a club with such a well-run club with big juniors and so many other dimensions of sport. No car park.
No. I think they've got bigger problems with the council at the moment because they won't put the lights on for their women's sides and
huge stumps straight out of bounds.
The residents have kicked up, and
that's out in the full. He's paid that as out in the full. So is that a rule in the Div 1?
I wouldn't have, not that I'm aware of. But
no, he's punched. So I thought that was an AFL rule. He's punched it out in the full, and he's called out in the full.
All right.
And so there you go. Free kick Goodwood, 40 metres out on the angle. So there you go. And you could probably tell, Hose, from my line of discussion there, I'm parked a long, long way away.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough place to get a car park.
Yeah, we're here pretty early.
I reckon you get this because that goal face opens up from that side of the ground.
Yep. Easiest side to kick a goal from. He's a left footer though, makes it tough. And the goal umpire's given a bit of yardage already. And for some reason, I'm pretty sure Jono's got the pictures, I don't. But the goal umpire ran the wrong way then.
Yeah. Yeah, bit theatrical, wasn't he?
It's Goodwood trailing by 7 points here over Port District.
Luke McInerney again with the footy.
Dangerous kick, turnover in the forward line. He's on top of it here. He's got to get it out, I reckon. Umpire gives him a
might have been
benefit
a bit lucky
of the
than
doubt.
Mitch Gaffney.
I reckon almost the Goodwood player needs to sit off him a little bit and just hold the ball in as opposed to completely submerge him. Yeah, good tap there.
There's Rosenthal.
Yeah, was that Rosenthal in ruck? Was it? Yeah, big strong body. Whitelock swinging on the left. High ball. Pack flies, it's hard to take a mark there as he he's paid it!
Gee, I thought it come up a few sets of hands there.
That's Cale Matthews, yes. He's a former basketballer, only in his second year of football, Cale Matthews. He played for the Sturt Sabres. Recently on a Hamish and Andy video. Now, I hate Hamish and Andy, so I didn't follow up on that. But only his second season of football, really good mark. He'll line up 25 metres out.
Looked like it come off few sets of hands.
It certainly did, but hey, if the umpire says it's a mark, it's a mark. Left footer, lines up, puts it through. It's a 1-point ball game here at Goodwood Oval. Latter stages of the first quarter. Just quickly in the AFL, I can't believe the Brisbane Lions, I tell you what, talk about a team that turned their season around. Currently 1 point up late in the second over Geelong, and in front of 90,000 fans, it's Richmond by 8 points at half-time over the Collywobbles.
Yeah, we'll just go to the firm Harley Heaven scoreboard for our viewers and listeners, and it is Port District's 3-3-21 and Goodwood Saints 3-2-20, so 1 point the difference to the Magpies.
Yeah, it's a close game.
Rosenthal on the ruck, and he's gone in to do battle with Big Carter.
Yes. Carter, as I said at the start of the play, Carter, a barometer, has probably had his colours lowered at this stage. But anyway, quick kick forward there by Levi Elms. Ball spills, ground level, quick snap. No, just near side. Tom Barry has done the off break, not the leg break there for Tommy Barry, and scores a level here at Goodwood Oval. As Gary McIntosh would say, 3-3 apiece. So, can't say 3, Gary McIntosh.
Can he?
No, just quickly in the SAAFL, North by a goal over Adelaide. You'd expect Adelaide to fade later in the game. And South Adelaide 22, Port Magpies 0.
Port's struggling at the moment in the SAAFL.
Yes. Oh, that's a huge kick. It's gone, actually probably only gone 55. look big. As the ball spills, here they come on the run. Might be Pinto. Beautiful lace out.
Yeah, hits him up. That
just lowers the eyes beautifully. I reckon it's Pinto.
Is that Whaley again on that far side?
Nah, it's taken the mark. No, I don't think it is. Turn right. Oh, he's not an ambi turner. Can't tell who it is. Looks like 15, is it? Nick
Simon
Burgess.
Brooks? Nah, Brooks is always in defence. I reckon it might be Simon Brooks. You know that, their former captain.
Yes, Simon Brooks got plenty of. They're calling him Barrett Brooks these days. And it's a goal.
It's not Brooks, or it is Tommy Anderson. It is Tommy Anderson.
It is Tom Anderson, the man who's self-proclaimed Rolls Royce of the football club, brother of Lou Whitelock, of course, Tommy Anderson. Coach Adam Jeffries listed him as an absolute pro. He's probably the silkiest saint for skills. When his coach says that, that's a fairly high rating. And he's a fireman as well. So, yeah, you know, if you want to meet him, maybe set something on fire. I don't know. Not the best advice I've ever given, but we're in Goodwood, not North Haven. Anyway, and look, someone's on the wing for Goodwood. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
Carter, the double bunger. He's a double fister there. Ball being pushed forward. Big don't argue there from Scara. Ball still pushing forward. Goodwood player taken without it. Carter tries to spin out of trouble. Ball flicks up a la Jarman, 97, and here come Port District now. Breaking through there is Corcoran. Ball spilling, it's tough, it's hard in there.
Harley Tiller.
Yep. Good composure there.
McInerney,
brilliant football, just waltzed through 3. Don't worry about putting your hands up, mate. Get the bloody ball, and he just sees it out of bounds there, 70 metres around from the Goodwood goal. So the man with the man bun, who was that, sorry? Harley Tiller?
No, Harley, where is Harley's
number
8? That's McInerney.
McInerney, really good composure. Didn't panic, had Goodwood Saints all around him, and he's just given a few little... Oh, a Falcon!
Falcon to Rosenthal.
Oh, Rosie, watch that on the replay. Good hit up, Lou Whitelock. Onto Barry.
Barry.
Strong footballer, real nuggety type. Looks for out wide, finds another Goodwood player. He swings on his right, might be Pinto. Nice looking kick. Crump just doesn't try to take it.
That's too high. Surely.
Oh, umpire says no. Tell you what, he was in perfect position, so we'll give him a bit of it out.
Scott Oakley might have got a free then.
Yeah, the money clip, a little bit unlucky there. Probably deserved one, but didn't get it. He'll watch that on the replay and question it maybe. Anyway, quick kick, Port District in the middle. Good voice there from Goodwood. They might release to the near side. They do.
45-degree kick.
Here's Whaley, he'll fly! Ooh. Not quite. Port District should clean it up through. There's number 11. Someone's wearing. It's TJ Halkus.
Yes, TJ.
Yes.
Come in as a late replacement for Heath Pocock.
Couple of TJs on. One on the call, one out here. Here's James Batty. James Batty pointing left. Now he's going to go right. James is confused. I'm confused. Still pointing left. He goes left. 2-on-1, and the ball just goes out of play.
Is that many Goodwood guys got back in the back half? He's
paid a free kick to Port District. He's actually paid that the wrong way. If anyone deserved a free there, that was Goodwood. And that should be 25.
Yeah. Jaden O'Neill's won the free. I didn't see why that was for.
So Port pushed back, and they held onto him, and he held back, and anyway, it doesn't matter. And to fall forward here, Best position is Goodwood. They spoil. Big punch.
Carter.
Straight up and down though. Yeah, Tommy Carter. Ball should clear. They do release it. No, they hang on to it. They walk it out into a tackle and we'll have a ball up 40 metres out. Must be latter stages of the last quarter. Can we see the time on? Can you see the time on that clock or not? Does that come up automatically? 29 minutes gone.
29 minutes
so
gone.
Must be in the last minute here of the first quarter. Hose scores Goodwood by a goal. They were 10 points down, I think, or 9 points down, so they've done well to come back. Just taking control, and that's all she wrote for quarter time. On the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it's Goodwood Saints 4 goals 3, Port District 3 goals 3. Thoughts, feelings and emotions on the first quarter, please, Luke Hosey.
Yeah, I think both sides just took a little bit of time to sort themselves out, especially Port District. They probably knew what they expect without the wingman, things like that, but it's still it's not that traditional setup, and they just took a little bit of time to get into Port District's first 2 goals of the game. Goodwood got one, Port Districts were in front, and then Goodwood hit back late in the quarter with those last 2 goals. And goal kickers for Goodwood Saints, Jack Whaley kicked those first 2, was really good, taking some good contested mark up forward. Cale Matthews got 1, Tommy Anderson got that last one to give them their 4. And for Port Districts, Tommy Eckel got 1, Jack Foster on his left boot kicked a ripper, and Gav Shepherd got 1. Better players, I thought, for that first quarter. Obviously, playing across halfback today, if you're a Port District player, you know, you're going to have a few cheap ones, and Luke McInerney getting a lot of the footy back there, and he's zoning off and playing that role, getting a lot of the footy. I thought Dougie Gregg got a bit of the footy, Harley Tiller got a bit of the footy, Tommy Corcoran a bit of the footy, Derek Clark's doing quite well on the ruck. For Goodwood Saints, Lou Whitelock through the middle there, going pretty well. Jack Wadley with those 2 goals, giving a good contested grabs up forward, going on well. Nick Burgess always plays well across the halfback. James Reardon doing quite well back there. And Tommy Barry getting a bit of the footy around the middle and across half forward.
Beautifully done, Hose. I've got some scores. Of course, a lot of it's interesting the way it's going to pan out. So nothing is certain in Division 1. Rocks will finish top, that's certain. But second through to 6 are in a real battle, a log jam if you like. And then there's certainly some uncertainty around relegation. There's a few massive games on today. Payneham absolutely 100% must beat Modbury or they won't play finals, in my opinion. Well, it's quarter time, it's at Modbury, and Modbury have come out and kicked the first point, and then Payneham have kicked the next 6 goals 5. So, thank God, I feel a bit better about life now. And it's Payneham 6-5 to Modbury.
I think they'll make it. I think that PAC will miss out with their run home. They've got a terrible run home.
Yeah, they've got Ross Trevor, Tea Tree Gully, and Payneham in that 3 of their last 4 games.
We did an article in SA Football this week, and it just had their run home, and I saw it and I went, oh dear.
Yeah, no, it's tougher than everyone else's. Whereas the others, I mean, for instance, Payneham today having Modbury, it looks like it's going to be an easy win.
We'll get a score out at Max Amber Sportsfield and Tea Tree Gully 4-2-26, Athelston 1-1-7.
Yep, so you suggest Tea Tree Gully go on with that, and that'll be huge. So Goodwood must win today if they want to stay in the top 2.
Yep.
Prince Alfred 4-3, Adelaide Uni, you said they're playing 2 straight goals, so that's an important one in a sense. For Prince Alfred, they've got to keep winning if they want to play finals. So, in the SAAFL, we're at quarter time. Sorry, just early stage of the second quarter. It's North Adelaide by 12 points. Quarter time at Alberton. I don't ever remember this happening. Correct me if I'm wrong. Port did not score in the opening quarter at Alberton. I don't remember it happening before, but it probably has. But you know, South Adelaide 3-5. I'd be very surprised if South weren't to win that one, which is great for my footy tips. In the AFL, or the AFL, it is now half time, and it's the Geelong Cats by 11 points. And early stages of the third quarter, Richmond lead Collingwood by 14 points.
Okay. Go to Division 2, it's Broadview 3-3-21, leading Old Ignatians 1-2-8. That's at Karen Rolton Oval there in the city. What's that?
That makes me laugh because she's a cricketer.
But that's it's the Sakura Oval.
Oh, that's right. They do play cricket there.
Well, no, the Sakura owner.
Yeah. Okay. And, so it's like me calling a wrestling arena Graham Corn's arena.
Yeah, well, I mean, the government, it is actually named Karen Walton Oval.
No, yeah, I know. I'm sorry for laughing. It just amused me because it's football.
Hectorville's 6-8-44, lead Ingle Farm 2-2-14.
Well, that's the battle between 9th and 10th too. Gee, I wish we were there calling that one.
We were there the other week at Hectorville and Hope Valley, and that was a very good game, actually. So
let's be honest, it was an amazingly exciting last quarter. Probably wasn't a great game as such. They're being a bit generous there. Just quickly as well, Hose, 10, 13, 14, 16 for Port District. So in the middle we've got Corcoran, O'Neill, Gaffney and Clark are the 4 rotations, whilst for for Goodwood Saints we've got Levi, Elms, Carter. Spock have kicked the first 5 goals in 10 minutes. Brighton hasn't taken it inside their forward 50.
Now,
Spock, So Spock over Brighton in the battle of Carter with a big hit out. We'll get straight into play, but reading it well. Port District, they should get it. Shayna Hamill's quick kick, beautiful kick, finds Foster. Foster will swing onto that beautiful left and send it deep, you'd think. That's 25, I thought, but perhaps not. I'm not sure Carter's lost all the weight. You think he has? He's still looking pretty chunky.
TJ Haukus. No, I said he's put some on.
Oh, okay.
He was rather thin.
Oh, that's a free kick.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Quick wore one across the choppers.
Yeah. It's a bit of Richie Cunningham about this umpire. For those of you that were fans of Happy Days back in the day. So I just see Richie. Anyway, and it's a free kick to the big fella down there, is it?
The big Derek Clark.
Yep. So he's done well. He's taken Carter the other way and pushed him down. That's what you got to do. He wouldn't be a young fella either, would he, Derek Clark? He's been around for a while, hasn't he?
Been around a long time, yeah.
Yep. And he's not going to take the kick. I reckon this is tactical. Oh no, he's coming off for the blood roll, so that's probably very much fair enough. And Jaden O'Neill has just stepped in here to take the kick. Coming on is Tom Allison, Bolby. He's going to replace him. He's not looking like he's enjoyed that slap across the chops. He's caught one right in the head. So
nothing vicious in it, just a little whack across the chops.
No, so 40 metres out and a reasonably cute angle. Jaden O'Neill.
Tough kick, right foot. It's going to go right to left.
Yep. And it's beautiful kick. It's got a little bit of swingy backy. It's done it. And he's kicked a beautiful goal there down at the Pernix Smarter with data end. And scores are level here at Goodwood Oval. It's 4 goals, 3, 27 apiece, Hose. And we're getting it's a lot higher scoring than what I thought it would be. And some reasonably good clean skills when the ball is brought out of the congestion.
And it's also good they can score either end of the ground today with no breeze or limited breezes. Hardly any out there, is there? It's a beautiful day for footy.
Yeah, good crowd certainly on the grandstand side, which you can't see. A very good crowd all the way down from the scoreboard round to the base bottom trees. Then just a spattering of supporters on the outer side there. But yeah, good crowd, good day. And of course Indigenous round and White Ribbon round and plenty happening at Goodwood Oval. There's no better place to be today.
No, beautiful ground.
Lovely. That's that. There it is, the reverse tap we talked about. They've got to watch that. Down to Elms, down to full forward. Quickest route to full forward, straight line. They've done it, but it'll be cleared by Port District. Ugly kick. And well read there by Burgess. Looked like he created the turnover.
That's McInerney again, getting a lot of the footy.
Oh, ugly handball though. He's coughed it up. Reading it well was Mace Ellis. Mace Ellis goes high up and under. Oh, big fly.
Big grab.
Jack Whaley?
I reckon it is.
Probably the most influential man on the ground at the moment.
Yeah, most definitely. Kicked 2 early on.
Yeah,
and
that's his 3rd contested mark. And I mean,
Tim Zvari is really struggling to hold him, isn't he?
You think? I mean, I think it was Tom Boyd took 7 contested marks for a season last year or something. He's taken 3 in just over a quarter. So
that's a big leap too, that one.
Yep. I'd say Tom Boyd would be on a bit more cash too than Jack Whaley.
I would have thought so.
Lining up from the Goodwood 50. Well, let's just say from 50. How's that sound?
Straight through?
No. He's missed it by about 20 metres, Hose, and it's going to spill out of bounds.
Oh, just guessing there.
Yes, a mile off there. Scores are level at Goodwood Oval. Early stage of the second quarter here. Anyone's game, Hose. Still sticking with your tips. Still think Goodwood are. They have. Yeah.
I think the loss of Hef. That was the thing that swayed me. Actually.
Of course, like we said, I think it's been 3 years since Goodwood have beaten Port District. The one team they just haven't been able to get a hold of. Oh, hung on to. There could have been a free. Quick handball, quick tackle, follow up. 15 metres out from the Goodwood goal. We're going to have another ball up.
I didn't know it had been 3 years. So, yeah, 3 years it's Goodwood have beaten districts.
I believe so. This being the 3rd. Yeah. They'll run it out here, districts. No, they won't. Quick tackle there by... couldn't see who that
You're
was.
gone. That's holding the ball. He's got to be. Yeah, he's tried to break about 3 tackles.
Yeah, once you break one, the level of tolerance from any umpire goes right down. And Tommy Barry is not a man whose tackle you're going to break easily. He's keg on legs, Tommy Barry, and he should run around onto his right here. And
that around the corner goal that they're so proficient at these days.
Yeah, but you know what it's like at footy training. You go down the pocket, and this is what you practice for fun.
Yep.
And he's just kicked it across the face of goal. Of course, Tyson Radetti quite famously in round 18 put one through after the siren to beat Goodwood. And then they went out in straight sets to end their 5 in a row. So, it was 2010, I think. I was standing, I actually nearly caught the ball behind the goals. I had a couple that day and celebrated pretty hard into the night. Slept on the gutter. We only won 2 games that year, 2 and 16 our first jaunt in A grade for Paynham, but times change, don't they? So, but
I remember the first of the Goodwood premierships.
2005. Was it 5? Yeah.
Trevor Hill was coach of Goodwood.
He was. Yes.
Because
it might go out in the fall. No.
Yeah, we were coaching Henley and
finished 3rd that year, didn't you?
We finished 3rd. We had the ball all of the last quarter and couldn't get the thing through, and they beat us by a few points. And they went. That was in the prelim final. They went on to win the flag.
Yep.
And next year we played Goodwood again at Henley Oval, and they beat us by 3 points again and went on to win the flag. So
Was it in the prelim?
In the prelim both years, and that was under Trent Mills.
Yep. Yes. Ball one down. They're doing well at ground level, Port District, but they've coughed it up horribly there, and that is James Reardon doing well there.
Won 5 in a row, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
5 in a row. And then 2 more
later on.
Against
us. Ball spills at the back, running it open goal. Beautifully done. Well done, Miles Crump. He read that well.
Yep.
Just a bit of a spillage at the back. And there's a fight on in the square hose. There's actually a few being thrown here.
Is there?
Oh, and then
Tommy Barry. There's
one. There's a good one behind the goals.
Yeah,
zoom, Jono, zoom.
That's what you want to see. You want to see a little bit.
There's another one being thrown. I'll tell you what.
Couple of big ones in there getting chucked.
Yeah, and there was a nice little headlock. A blood rules come out of it. So,
normally you see just a bit of push and a shove, but there was actually a few good ones here. That was good.
Yeah. Yes.
Boys being boys, bit of entertainment, bit of fun. No one got hurt.
Good for the game. Bring back the Biff. Tommy Barry is a couple just being a skill. And the Port District faithful just saying, well done, Tom. Good lad. Good to see you. Another man.
A little bit of advice.
But all the moustache boys coming off. Obviously, Port Districts don't like the tash, and so Jack Whaley and Tommy Barry come off. And making his way on the wing here right in front of us is Benny Drogamala. How good would it be to come onto a wing, no opponent? Jeez, you'd love that.
It is quite amusing, isn't it? But
so where are they?
They're sitting back in the back pocket. They line up just in between there. Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, right.
So they have 8 back there.
Yeah.
And there he is there. Bang, there's the wing.
Oh, but he's dropped it.
Simon Brooks.
Yeah, Brooksy's dropped it. It's the stalwart. And Port District should make him pay here. They come with a chain of handballs. They come in board. Flying high is the big fella. Comes down to ground level and they'll clear. Good quick hands there. Good release handball there. That was Nick Burgess. And they'll come out. Oh,
that's a big hit. That is a big hit.
Good tackle there. Port District's big hit, followed up by the good tackle. Didn't rest on his laurels. Who is that getting up?
That's a fantastic hit.
I'm not sure who it was. It may have been Will Northeast.
I thought it was Nick Hales who runs through.
I could have been wrong.
It is. It's Nicky Hales. He's got his jumper to him. Yeah.
Yep. Ball spills. Oh, good full. Oh, I tell you what. Bang! Welcome to Goodwood Oval.
Jay Williams
got absolutely crunched there, and that one may have been Nick Burgess.
Aren't taking any prisoners today, are they? They're going hard at the footy, aren't they?
So a smack of the flesh of grassroots footy. You gotta love it. I tell you what. The sights, the sounds, the smell. Unfortunately, we're right above the canteen hose as well.
Massive tackle by Halsey, and then
Goodwood returning the favour there. I think.
Jay Williams just tearing straight through that pack.
Yep. Again, strong tackle, quick kick. Nothing easy out there. Here comes Louis Whitelock, full head of steam. Ball spills, ground level. Carter it is. Tackle without it. Port District.
He didn't have it.
Player tackles him, and that'll be a free kick to Tommy G back there in the back pocket.
Yeah, just Jack Carter grabbed him, didn't have the footy.
He's going to have to kick the high up and under to the contest, and
just
he does.
Go down the line.
Yep. Business as usual. Carter. One thing I'd say about Carter, he's probably got one of the deftest backhand palms we've ever seen in amateur league footy, but doesn't take enough marks around the ground.
Today, isn't he?
Yeah, but he was using it every time last time we were here. I reckon they've worked it out. And yeah, but anyway, it's a really important matchup today. Carter versus Clark. And Clark wins it this time, but Carter gets the crumbs at ground level. Trying to battle free, and we'll have a ball up from umpire Richie Cunningham. Right on the point of the square there. It's Goodwood by 7 points.
No one really winning that ruck, are they? They're winning the tap, but it's not going to anyone's free kick.
I hate that. As soon as he was tackled, his knees fell out from under him.
James Batty.
Yeah. But everyone does it. I'm not criticising you personally, James. Feel the contact coming and just drop to your knees.
And you've got a jumper change there from Nick Howes. He's
So
got a new
what
jumper
just
on.
follow that. If you can follow that, what number's he in now? I'll follow the ball.
18, I think.
18, so Hales is into 18.
Yep.
And the ball, Goodwood player goes flying. So Hales out of 21 into 18. All right.
Big torn jumper.
Yes. And we're going to have a ball up here, 40 metres around from the goal. It's just at the simmer at the moment, but they could boil over at any point. Plenty of big physical contests. Both teams, well, they know the importance. Port District could potentially fall out the 5 with a loss here today. They'd be fighting for a double chance with a win.
Most definitely. They want to be playing a double. They want to be playing a final at Largs.
Yeah, certainly do. Goodwood have a win today. They almost lock away the double chance with Modbury playing Modbury next week, of course. If they don't, they open up. They open themselves up, and teams will come from below. So
another reason I picked Goodwood is that Port Districts have only won once this year on the road. Yep. They've lost every game on the road bar one.
Do you know who that was against?
I think it was Modbury.
Safe assumption.
No, I think it was early in the year against Modbury.
Yeah.
Round 2 or 3 or something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
No, we did a bit of an article, the run home and all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
SA footballer, the best free guaranteed, apart from the bit that I do in another magazine, but we're not worried about that. No cash for comments here. Carter wins the tap, effective tap down the line. Player held, hadn't taken possession yet, so probably the correct decision, and it's going to be a free kick to Jordan Turner, the man they call Gnocchi. Do you know why they call him Gnocchi? Apparently he looks like a piece of gnocchi.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Good to eat. Anyway.
Just whack the jacket on, mate. Get a bit chilly in the shade.
Yeah, it is. Slape was the facilitator of that, and they've got him over the back here, running into open goal. If he takes possession, he does. Brooks, he'll steady. Oh, he doesn't steady. He just slams it on the boot, but he's done that before.
Simon Brooks scores a goal.
Yes, he scores his first, and he scores Goodwood 6. They just get on top a little bit here. Goodwood 6 goals 4. Port District 4 goals 3. I think Goodwood may have kicked 5 of the last 6, possibly.
Bit of useless information here. I think, I'm fairly sure, David Bartell captained all 5 of the premierships that were in a row, but then Goodwood won a further 2, but Simon Brooks was captain of those 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had some handy players. I saw that last one. It was against Payneham. Obviously, they came from behind to win, and we've got a bit of a blood rule. So, and it was, I tell you, the difference in that second one in the last quarter was Tuck. He won about 6 or 7 clearances. We couldn't tackle him. He was too strong. And now Tucky, of course, coaches down at the Bays, coaches some junior footy down there, and is heavily involved in his boxing career. We talk about him once a year because he's a great guy. Sometimes you got to say too good, and in that last quarter, he was too damn good for us. So, Payneham, of course, coming from the elimination final that year, we were cooked by that last quarter, and another premiership to Goodwood, which they obviously do so well. Good tap there. Fill in Ruckman, not sure who that is. Done well there. Scotty Oakley, that was it? The money clip.
Yeah,
coming into ruck.
Yeah, a little run on the ball. Tommy Barry.
Yep.
Caught the ground.
Yes, they also call him the Snag, Scott Oakley. So there you go.
And why would that be, Tom?
I don't know. I know what you're getting at. I'm not actually sure. Whitelock there. He's always in and around it, isn't he, Lou Whitelock? He's moving the ball on the ball this year, but now we're pushing O'Neill to half forward.
Mitchie Gaffney.
Loses his footing, but gets it back. Swings onto the left. Quick kick. Looks for the big fella. Bounce does him no favours. Well read there by Carter. And applies the tackle. Oh, you're gone. That's a throw.
Yeah, Rosenthal.
Yep. Nice.
Rosie.
Yeah.
Don't know where though.
Yeah, and look, it's all good, but they should be able to run it out here with some composure. Hit the man over the top. Who is that in front of us? Takes possession. No, he doesn't.
Take
ball
it.
Spills.
Jay Williams is hot on his collar though, and that was
Nick Burgess. Yes, so we'll have a ball in right in front of us here. True centre wing position. It's Goodwood by 13 points. Umpire.
Clark and Oakley, is it? Looks like
Yep. Oakley, another tap to Oakley. He's been all right since he's gone in. A couple of taps. Whitelock held when he didn't have it. Oakley gets the tap, trying to break the tackle, and does. You can't break. If you break tackles here, dangerous.
Fantastic work.
Skara.
Anthony Skara.
Horrible kick on the left, but effective enough. Kept it in front of his opponent. Oh, takes the legs, but we're not playing AFL here. You're watching too much TV, boys, on the hill.
Yeah, Harley Tiller could have got a free kick there. Didn't have the footy and was grabbed. Gets up, swinging there. Harley, a few little jabs with Tommy Barry, having a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Derek Clark, free kick.
Well, he's pinged the money clip there for hands around him there. So free kick against Scott Oakley. Centre half back here for Port District, and again it's going to be down the line, I think, to a contest.
Yeah.
Just a sort of a 3/4 distant kick,
that's
and
a free kick.
Oh,
Gav Shepherd, free kick. Yeah.
I thought he paid the mark there. Oh.
Yeah, Harley Tiller and Tommy Barry again having a bit of fun.
Well, that's got to be 25.
Yeah,
absolutely has to be.
Barry's gone across his mark, hasn't he?
And he stood the mark. He stood the mark 10 metres forward of where it was. But in his defence, he did cop an absolute, Ryback like clothesline, if you want to use a wrestling quote.
What's that, a 10-metre free kick?
It's not the biggest 25 in the world, is it?
That's unbelievable.
It's like only half minute.
I thought, well, he's going to be kicking from inside 50. He's got a show here, and he's outside. Yeah.
Player at the back should eat this, and he does. That's Carter. Carter over the back, big punch. There's Tiller. That's too high. Umpire was blindsided, though. Benefit of the doubt, and unlucky there. Good position, James Batty. Did all the hard work, but didn't get rewarded. Goodwood by 13 points. Next goal crucial here. Umpire finds a free. Tom Carter. The big ruckman. Just starting to come into it a little bit now. Of course, he had a bit of a spell. Might have been just what he needed. Goes across, finds his brother Jack. Tom to Jack. We've seen that before.
He's got the man bun now.
Yeah.
Down the line, out of side. Hockey side. Oh, Brooksy again, I think.
Needed to take that. Didn't. Ball spills. Dangerous.
Joe
Running.
O'Neill,
Overlap.
Jack
Tap.
Foster.
Clever play. Just didn't quite complete. Smothered it with his head and it's gone out of bounds.
Falcon off the head.
Yes, we'll have a ball in just around from as waiting to come on for Goodwood Saints. We've got Lou Whitelock, and for Port District, Tom Allison about to make their way on. Also about to make his way on, Tom Eckel. And it's multiple changes. Will Northeast will also come back onto the ground.
So on.
Quick kick, well done, Pinto. Just get in front there. Pinto takes the mark. He'll go down the line. He'll look for number 5. Who's that? That's Miles Crump, the crumpet. He's come into it this quarter. He's been good.
Ellis.
Yeah, it gives the handle. They might get him over the back here. This is what they like to do, but
yeah,
no, good mark. Well read, wasn't it, Hose?
Yeah, that's McInerney again. He's been extra good today.
Probably best defender on the ground at this stage.
Yep, been really, really good. That's, I think it's Dougie Gregg out there.
Yeah, Dougie Gregg, yep, that's right. Ringing the changes here, Port District. Allison comes on.
Fresh legs.
Yeah.
And that's Nicky Hales.
And he's in strife, is he?
He's marked.
No, pay the mark. Okay. Just quiet down a little bit. Can you just reach us how many minutes in are we, Hayes? Have a look how many minutes in we are.
Yeah, we're 17 and a half minutes in.
17 and a half in. So we've had 2 goals to 1. Goodwood's favour this quarter, so they're on top just a little bit. But Port District still looking dangerous. What they have done is they've been able to create the clog behind the ball this quarter a little bit better. Goodwood. Port District's found a way through early in the second quarter, but they haven't been able to do it this quarter. Of course, we've scored some out of grounds at half time, and a few shout outs as well on this beautiful day, white ribbon and Indigenous round, and the lovely Indigenous Guernseys there for Goodwood Saints. Well done. Looking good today, boys.
Wow, looking fantastic, aren't they? And they're going to auction them off later on tonight.
Good tackle there. Good strong tackle in there by Mason Ellis, I think. And a bit happening after, is it? And umpire, it's still a contact sport last time I checked, but free kick Goodwood.
There's a few little nothing free kicks given out lately in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. Deliberate kick down the line, but it's all Port District there. Oh, someone's been dropped behind the play there.
That was Harley Tiller and Tommy Barry out again, I would think. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Tom Barry and Harley Tiller. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been at each other for about the last half hour.
Off each other's Christmas card list, I'd say. And this should open the play
Nick
up.
Hales.
They've gone backwards 30 metres, but it should open the play up. Dangerous kick, but looks for and finds McInerney. Looks like a good distributor. Probably want it in his hands just about. Quick kick, looks for the bulb. Oh, he's dropped it. He'd spent it. He'd gone Christmas shopping with it way too early. And it falls to the Slapinator.
Barry.
That way, Barry releases the handball, but he puts his mate under pressure. He's tackled, and we'll have a ball up just forward to centre position for Port District.
Wherever you find Tommy Barry, Harley is not going to be far away. And he isn't. He's right there with him.
Yes. Good tap. That's that back tap that we love from Jack Carter, and quick tackle there by the bulb, and we'll have another ball up on the wing position. Geelong have kicked 4 in a row. They now lead by 24 points, and it's a thriller at the MCG in front of 90,000. It's the Tigers by just 5 points late in the third quarter.
Gee, thought they might get Collingwood by a bit actually today.
Here come Port District, streaming, head of steam, but horrible kick. Overrunning the ball is Goodwood Saints, opening the door. Oh, he tries to don't argue, and they did argue, and they got him cold. And I don't know, the umpire says
I thought they might have been holding the ball.
I reckon if you try, don't argue, and it doesn't work, you're gone.
Yep.
But anyway, never mind, move on. Tap again by Carter, one down, just starting to get on top a little bit now, but flying shot there, number 14, but geez, they've always got someone in the square. It's Carter. He juggles the mark 5-6 times, has a bit of fun on his own back there. Beautiful 60-metre kick down the line. Burgess will give and go, Willie. He does give, and he doesn't get it back. Gives it to Elms. Nightmare on Elm Street. Full forward down to the pocket. Ugly kick, but they should be able to do something with it here. Goodwood.
Matthews.
2 handballs. Back to Matthews under pressure. Gets a quick kick. Hits the post. Yes.
Great defensive work down there. That was actually Tim's Vari who actually brought that tackle off, I think. McInerney gets the ball in, kicks it down the line, and he finds Tommy Eckel.
That's Eckel, so I've done it to him again.
He's looking for that 45 degree
Oh, it's
switch.
an ugly kick. Puts his mate under pressure. It'll spill here to Goodwood. First onto it here. Number 4. I don't think they've got number 4. Don't know who that is.
They keep changing, don't they?
Josh Slape goes to full forward. Oh, good spoil. Well done, Port District. But ground level, taking the crumbs, and maybe Pinto from the pocket misses to the near side. Misses the lot, actually.
That might be Jordan Turner, number 4, mate.
Yeah, possibly. I thought Turner was wearing number 12, but yeah, certainly not Jacob Heitman.
No.
To be playing. Anyway, we'll come back to that one. There is certainly a number 4 out there for Goodwood, and if he's watching this later on, he's going to be disappointed because we don't know your name, son, but never mind.
But not really, we haven't called him yet, so yeah.
Oh, ball flies over the top. It's all Port District. They should clear.
McInerney again with the footy, finds Foster.
I've liked Foster's game as well. He's looked dangerous with the ball. He looks penetrating as well.
Yeah, he's a good kick of the footy.
Yeah, well weighted. Oh, but it's all Goodwood. 4 Goodwood players. They should raffle it. They do.
Carter, Whitelock.
Whitelock on the left to full forward. They fly. Big fly from Port District. Ground level. McInerney
again. Yeah.
Right leg kick down to full. You're on, host.
Sorry, I was listening to all the commentary. Commentary going on around.
No, that's TJ Halkus. I couldn't find him for a sec. He had a couple of touches there in the chain, doing quite well.
Come into the side today as a late replacement for Heath Pocock.
Yep.
Pokey hadn't come up.
That's what she said. And the umpires found a free. Port District this time, and they trail currently by 14 points. Latter stages of the second quarter.
Free kick to Joshy Rosenthal there on the far side of the ground. Better known as a defender, but doing a bit of work up forward and in the ruck today. Kick looking for Jackie Foster, and the ball's going to go out of bounds in the left full forward pocket. Are on the hockey side end of the ground. So boundary umpire is going to throw the ball up. Ball in, Derek Clark's there. Big Carter, Jaden O'Neill. Oh, a little give and go.
Flying right, won't make the distance though, and
Tommy
it's all, yeah. Oh, he's dropped what he might have taken. I think it might have been play on, wasn't it?
Ooh, grabbed him high.
Yeah, another free kick. Tell you what, if there were speeding tickets, they'd be getting their quota today because there's plenty of free kicks being paid. But anyway, on a small ground, there's a lot of contests, I guess, and 25 metres as well.
Meters. And that wasn't a big 25 either.
Yeah, it's bigger than the other one.
Yeah. The game just got no fluency, has it?
No, it has had moments, but yeah, not quite. So James Reardon goes out to the far side.
It's a hard game to watch and to commentate on because sometimes you get them when the ball's just flowing. It's easy to call, but today it's just a lot of stoppages and
to kick down the line. And here it is again, the high up and under to a pack of as many as 10 players, but high flying mark right on there.
McInerney again, best man on the ground.
Yeah, well, arguably, yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Eckel.
Here we go.
He's
Port District,
well,
they need one here. If they need to break
James
it down.
Batty ducked again, didn't
he? Yeah, he fell and lost his knees there. Eccles did well there.
And that's Jay Williams, I reckon. Yep, Jay is going to have a shot from about 40 metres out, almost straight in front.
Yeah, they call him Pistol, and Port District, they've just kicked the one straight goal this quarter, so they need this one.
Real hard nut, Jay. Goes hard at the footy.
Yep.
I'm going to back him in, and I reckon we'll get it for sure.
It's a good-looking kick, and it's gone through post height. Beautiful kick. Yes, that's his first goal there to Jay Williams, the man they call Pistol. It's Port District's 5th, and on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, Goodwood Saints 6 goals 5, Port District's 5 goals 3. It's an 8-point ball game. Luke Hosey.
Yeah, no one. You just can't tell a winner, can you, from here, isn't it? No one's really asserted themselves and said, "Yep, this game's mine." But not the greatest of games, is it? It's a little bit stop-start, isn't it? No fluency. Goodwood aren't helping that, obviously, with those men in behind the footy. We've spoken about that. Carter, Rosenthal.
Right, look out of mid-air. Pinto releases rearwards, looks for and finds Slate. Slate comes this way, dangerous kick, Foster over the top, creates the spoil, but ball back down at ground level. Goodwood Saints with the numbers, kicking it forward down the line. This might go out of play, and it certainly does. Led over by Leroy Elms, however, ball up 75 metres around.
Are you getting that lack of fluency as well?
Oh yeah. Well, it's the game, isn't it? It's not pretty football, but at the end of the day, wins and losses is how you're judged, and they just need to make sure they get the job done.
Coaches only care about winning; they're not worried about what spectators think about the game.
It's not like we're pushing for ratings here based on the style of the game. I mean, your local contingent of Goodwood people, they just want to win. That's all they care about.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Take it any way they can get it. Beautiful tap by Carter, look for and finds Elms. Elms to fall forward over the top. The Port District's defender doing very well, allowing a clearance there for McInerney. McInerney high up and under kick in front, protecting the ball drop. Beautiful mark there, well played there, and he's off. Quickly done there. Looks for and finds northeast. Looks like the old man a bit, doesn't he? But that kick
not
there.
That horrible kick though,
yeah. No. No.
26 minutes into, so not long to go in the second quarter.
No, 2 goals apiece this quarter, so just the 4 goals. And
90 seconds left, I'd suggest.
Yeah, there's been quite a few stoppages though, so you never know, do you? Looks like Pinto looks for and finds Scott Oakley, the money clip. Second ruck there, the snag, if you will. He's looking around, thinking,
looking. Go down the line,
yes, been a lot of that. Half distance kick, looks for and finds. Good mark there, well done. Yeah. Number 4.
That's Jordan Turner, I think.
Well, let's call him Jordan Turner. And if it is Jordan Turner, they call him Gnocchi. No, I thought Jordan Turner was out there though. Anyway, carry on. Good spot, number 9, beautifully read. Well done at ground level. Just
Luke
flying
Stanton.
snap. Yeah, haven't called his name too many times, the Tron today, but that was a beautiful front and centre position on the move.
Been a good player for many years from Luke Stanton.
Yeah, former state player, I think, as well.
Yep.
State rep player, so certainly can play. Good pedigree. And on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it's Goodwood Saints 6-6. Port
Once again,
District
tough
5-3.
playing in that forward line for Goodwood.
Yeah.
2 on 4, or you're playing 4 on 8.
Beautiful laser-like kick-out finds Port District's player at half-back. And
Nicky Hales.
Short little chip kick. Finds the next one and another. Yeah, they're at half-back. 3 effective kicks there. They're out the danger zone.
They're looking at trying to come back inboard. But
not sure it's going to work. They've got players out this side, but they're going to have to go backwards a long way. It's going to take a big high up and under kick.
Yeah, they've got players on the side though.
Yes.
They're going to come out. Ooh,
and they've ended up getting it to a 2-on-2, but ground level Port Districts over the top. Hamill's dangerous. Oh, player taken back a little bit high, but again,
Luke Stanton.
He's won the free. But he once again, as the contact was coming, he lost his height. He fell from the knees. It's happens so often. I'm not criticising the individual, I'm criticising what the AFL has created. It's disappointing. Because it's what players do now because they've enabled it. And he's in stride.
You're gone.
And he lets him know about a good tackle. Right on half time there. And there might be a bit of follow up here.
Yeah, little Dougie Gregg had a little word with him.
Dougie Gregg, sorry it was. Yeah, it's just take me on and you failed miserably, son.
And there's Harley again. Harley hadn't been found wanting. He's an aggravating little bugger, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the kind of guy, I reckon, if we went to Hungry Jack's, he'd have the angry whopper, wouldn't he?
He would be. Every little scrap, you find Harley not far away.
Yes, and I'd like to see Harley butt heads with I was told about who's the. It was Nick Burgess. Apparently Nick Burgess has got a bit of that in him as well. But it's a close game at half time. 6-6 plays 5-3. 9 points in favour of Goodwood Saints on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard. We'll be joined by Heath Pocock in the third quarter. Hose goal kickers, please.
Yeah, for Goodwood, Jack Whaley kicked 2 in that first quarter. Miles Crump has 1. Carl Matthews has 1. Tommy Anderson 1. And Simon Brooks has 1. For Port District's Joe Williams got 1 in that quarter. So did Jaden O'Neill. And the 3 from the first quarter from Tommy Eckel, from Jack Foster and from Gav Shepherd.
All right, mate, I've got a whole bunch of scores that have just come in. So we'll start with our good friends in Division 4. And it's a big game for Kilburn. It's a big game for the Rams. The Rams can lock away the minor premiership today. Kilburn need to win to make sure they are in the finals mix. And at halftime, it's a thriller. Glenunga Rams 6-7, play Kilburn 6-5. I dare say missing from the Rams today are the likes of Andy Reid, Mick McMahon and Aaron Asfaha. So if they can find a way to win without those guys, holds them in very good stead come the warm months of September, when on a big deck like wherever the Div 4 Grand Final is played. Or is it Richmond maybe?
I don't know.
Balberton, we'll find out. Yeah. Okay, on to Division 1, and at half-time, they've done it again, Modbury. They've kicked another point. Modbury, 2 points.
But paying them 12 more? Or?
No, paying them 8-11. So you'd suggest that's all over bar the shouting. It's 57 points to the good. Oh, geez. It's all happening right underneath it. So they're paying them looking good. Okay.
Is that 57 points, did you say?
Yeah, 57 points up.
Okay.
I think Adelaide Uni, it's written as Paynham, but Adelaide Uni 5-6, PAC 5-2. So it's written as Paynham, but it should say Uni, I think. Adelaide Uni beating PAC. Is that who's playing? Yep. You've got one there. Have you Teacher Gully?
Yeah, Teacher Gully 7-4-46, leading Athelston 4-3-27. That's at Max Amber Sportsfield, so we've got a 19-point advantage there to Gullies. You'd think they would win in that game. In Division 2, just waiting for to refresh. Got Broadview 8-10-58, leading Old Ignations 5-2-32. Trying to get some scores from Gavin Lauder again. He'd be there watching, because Gays are up playing today. So they'll be there watching Spock for next week. They're playing Brighton in the big clash there.
Nice. Or girls.
No, I haven't got anything through yet from that, but I will try to get some scores from around the grounds.
All right, we will be joined by the great Heath Pocock in the third quarter, which is just going to be a highlight. Sean Williams absolutely teeing off. Actually, do you know what we might do, host? Can I just, do you mind if I take that one for a sec?
Yeah.
Yep. And I'll do a quick interview with Pokey on the air, because all the Port District's people, I'm sure, would love to hear from the great man. If you could set us up with another mic and that. So welcome to the show, Heath Pocock.
Thanks for having me, TJ.
No, it's great to have you here, mate. Just, I mean, you're the expert. You did you hear that?
I did.
I hope that didn't come out on the air. It's terrible. I've got to breathe that in. Heath, you obviously play for Port each week. Tell us your thoughts, feelings, emotions on the first half, and obviously the matchups.
Yeah, look, I suppose Goodies probably starting with the 8-man D. It's harder to score, I suppose, and a lot of contested footy in close. What's the margin? It's only 9 points, so if we could just move the ball that bit, hopefully get past. That's probably what we're looking for in the second half.
Yep. I mean, you're fourth for a reason. One thing I'd like to ask you about is I wasn't there, but the day against Ross Trevor, you came out in the last quarter. I think you blitzed them 8-0. Tell us a little bit what happened there. Did you just click, or did they get some injuries, or how did that unfold?
Yeah, so there's probably been, I reckon, 3 games this year where we've just clicked for that one quarter. So there was that Ross Trevor one, Teacher Gully, and Goodies again at home. So all them 3 games at home where we played one quarter and probably kicked 7 goals in each quarter. So it's probably just, we need to do that a bit more consistently and away from home as well to sort of probably match the top 3. So yeah.
No, beautiful. Better players. Did you got to see it all the first half?
Yeah. So
better players for you guys. I think so. I'll let you go, but had to be Luke McInerney.
Yeah, I mean across half back, I suppose he's probably our spare across half back, and he's just taken so many marks and has done that all year. Tommy Corcoran probably going right as well. Tom Eckel as well, over from Victoria for the year. He's playing well, kicked a goal as well, so they're probably our best 3 at the moment.
Yeah, no, couldn't agree. And for Goodwood, I mean, you're probably not watching them as closely as your own mates, but who did you think was going well for them? No idea.
Nah,
Jack Whaley was very good in the first quarter. He came off in the second. I'm not sure if he's come back on.
Yeah, so he kicked the first two. Took a couple of good grabs as well. So
yep.
Maybe a bit quiet. Did he? Yeah, so I think he might have come off.
Yeah, I think he did. He came off in the second there. Now, tell us a little bit about what's the angry fella's name? Where is he? He's in Charlie Tiller.
Oh, the little fella. Yeah,
oh my God, he's an antagonist.
He is. Smallest bloke out there, but loves having a crack. So there's a bit going on down in that goal square.
Yeah, did you happen to catch much of that?
Yeah, I didn't see it all, but I know Nick Hales looked like he needed a new Guernsey, so
yeah,
bit on down there behind the goals after one of the goals were kicked.
Are we going viral here? I can just notice a photographer just doing a bit of zoom and focus on us and getting a bit of us time for the Port District's website.
Yeah, so he takes probably photos of all 3 games and they're up on Facebook each Saturday night, so he's doing a great job.
Fantastic. All right, and here we go. And there's it, mic number 3. Where did it go? And we're just going to test out mic 3. Mic 3? How's mic 3 going? Is this mic 3? Can you hear me on mic 3? Yeah, mic 3. Mic 3 is good to go, so we'll swap back over. There you are there. I'm here. This is high-tech stuff, Pokey. So just quickly now what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly shoot around the grounds for some half-time scores, some full-time scores. And don't tell me they could do it again. The Adelaide Crows, 11-2-68. That's good kicking over North Adelaide, 10-4-64. That is 21 goals in the first half of footy. Port have bit back hose, so at half-time there at South Adelaide, 4 goals 10 to Port Adelaide, 3 goals 4. We've got 2 big games in the AFL today. Geelong have probably done what I expected them to do. They've kicked away now, 32 points up late in the third quarter, 76 plays 44 over the Lions. And it looks like the Tigers in the last quarter just started to get on top, 23 points to the good of Collingwood. Before we go to our half-time advertisements, mate, did you have you got a score there from Brighton? And you don't have any hand.
Sorry, Spock 12-1, going well. Spock 12-1 to Brighton 8-3. Kennedy on fire for Brighton according to Gavin Lauder, but Spock are holding sway by 22 points at half-time.
Why is Gavin Lauder at Brighton and Spock?
Because Gays aren't playing today because they were meant to be playing Salisbury North.
Oh, so they're going to win by 21 points?
They're going to win by 21 points, and Gays will play Spock next week, so they're there to have a bit of a look-see.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
They're going to get belted next week, but anyway.
Yeah, they are. I've already told Gavin that,
yeah,
which he didn't take too kindly to, but
no.
still, yeah.
No.
Yeah, no more scores, but I'll let you. I'll try to get some from around the grounds.
Yeah. Just noticing on your phone as well, message at 4:41. Why are you on the phone at 4:41 a.m.?
I was getting ready for today.
The man never sleeps. Look, we're going to be joined in the third quarter by an expert analysis and colour from Heath Pocock. Of course, Luke will be back, and we're going to take a break. John, are we rolling to some adverts? We are ready to roll to some adverts, thanks to all of our great sponsors on SA Football Network. Welcome back to Goodwood Oval here. It's very exciting times as we're just about to enter the third quarter. You got something for us, Hose, straight off the bat?
Just got some scores from around the grounds. That have been sending in some messages. We go to Jeps
Cross,
and they've got Edwardstown. Jepsies are 8-10, Edwardstown are 5-3.
It's a big game in the scheme. Division 4 is one of it's the tightest division, I think, of all divisions. So yeah, that's massive.
Flinders Park at half time are 7-10, leading Flinders Park 8-3.
They can't be playing themselves.
They're playing Scotch.
Yep. So point of difference.
Just got that. Portland are playing Pembroke Old Scholars. Portland 8-6. Pembroke 4-6, so 4 goals up.
Yep.
So
as we're just about to start the third quarter, once again we welcome Heath Pocock to the call.
Pokey.
So Pokey's going to take it. When Port District get the ball, you're going to hear the best of Heath Pocock. But first off the bat, it's Barry running through the centre. Quick left foot kick, clears it in front. Good start here by Goodwood, taking a mark on. He's a long way out. That is Tommy Anderson, brother of Lou White. Delivery doesn't quite find the mark, and it'll be seen out of play and by Port District, and he's just gone for a run down through the Goodwood people.
Nick Hales.
Nick Hales, is it? Yes. Of course, former Sturt player. Who's your best mate at Port District's, Pokey?
Probably Troy's Fakehouse, but he's out at the moment as well. So
injured, is he, Troy?
Yeah, we've got a long injury list. So
yes. Oh, quick snap, Pinto, flying snap. He's diminutive, he's small, but he can play. They call him the Phantom, Jordan Pinto. That's his first, and it is Goodwood's 7th. First blood to Goodwood Saints. 7-6 plays. Port District 5-3 on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard.
And was there any mention made before the game of winning away from home? You've only won away once this year from Largs.
Yeah, so probably a bit of a focus. We've been poor away for patches. Like in games, we'd probably played a good half and then we'd drop out for a quarter and it would cost us. So probably just more around the consistency of playing a 4-quarter game. But bad start there with the first goal to Goodwood.
And a big shout out to daughter Olivia. She might be listening to Daddy at home, will she?
Kirsty probably. I doubt she'll be listening, but
she can watch it later on the live stream. Live call. We had over 3,000 viewers the other day for Hope Valley and Hectorville as the ball spills ground level. The Port District supporters take a leaf out the Crows book. Yell ball! Oh, plays the advantage. Oh. Everyone had stopped. Even he stopped. Thoughts, feelings, emotions on the Adelaide Crows? Do you like them?
No, I'm a Port man,
I know you are, mate. It's a loaded question. They're setting you up there, and we're waiting. As soon as Port get the ball, mate, we're looking forward to some of your play-by-play, but it's all Goodwood early in the third. High up and under kick, player in best position, should take the mark. Good spoil there by McInerney. Oh, he's a good footballer, McInerney. Tell us a bit about him.
Yeah, so playing half-back, probably today with Goody's playing a few behind the ball. He's also spare down our end. Great third man up and intercept marker, so really having a good year.
I think I said to you yesterday, it's a really good day to be a halfback flanker.
Yep.
Wingman. For districts.
Yep. Okay, ball just right in front of us has just gone out of play, just right on the true centre wing position in front of the benches there of Goodwood Saints, and good crowd right there in front of us.
How's Shep been this year for you?
Yeah, so Shep's been pretty good. Struggled probably last couple of weeks with an ankle issue, but playing centre half forward and doing pretty well.
He's more of a half forward flanker wingman type. He's not really a true centre half forward type.
Yes, so when Ant Carlisle's not here, I suppose that's when he's got to probably play a bit taller and play at centre half forward. So
he's only that 6'2" sort of man, and not a big.
Not real tall, but plays tall for his size with good hands. So
great beneath his legs, beneath his.
Barry to Reardon, sorry boys. Barry to Reardon finds Burgess, come through half forward now. High up and under kick, and reading it beautifully there. Sorry to cut you off there, boys, but I could see that one unfolding, and Miles Crumpet was the crumpet getting on the end of it. He's already kicked one today. If he can kick the second, Port District have barely had a touch of this football so far this quarter, and Goodwood lining up for their second goal here. Crump 30 metres out, pretty much straight in front, and I can't see him missing this.
No, well, you shouldn't on a day like today. Just no breeze at all.
Deliberate approach. Goal umpire takes one small step and says, "Nice kick, Mr. Crump." I know you were just adjusting your sleeve there, but it looked like you fist pumped a Goodwood goal.
No, not at all. But yeah, that was too easy. Just slingshot to the outer side.
Yep.
And they had the spare out there, so
It started with Barry with an interesting, weird, strange right-hand U-turn, but it opened up on the
worked,
other
didn't
side.
it? Yeah, across at half-back, and they just got out the open side there. So
On the firm Harley Heaven scoreboard, it's Goodwood 8 goals 6, Port District's 5 goals 3, so a 21-point margin.
Yes, that's the biggest margin of the game so far, and to say you need the next one is absolutely a huge understatement, but you just need to get your hands on the pill and take some control back here. Carter's been on top, and he sort of nearly wins that tap. Ground level is dangerous. Ball bobbing around like the old kiosk in the ocean. And here comes Port District. You're on Pokey.
yeah, so Timmy Zav hands it out to Tommy Eckel, who kicks out to Benny Drogamuller out in the wing. He's clear, plays on, and turns it over.
Yeah, chopping.
Nicky Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess just chopping it up. We'll see it out of play right in front of those beautiful twin trees out there on the half-forward flank, 75 metres around from
Jack
the Port
Foster,
District
he's been
goals.
pretty good today, Jack.
Yeah, so Fozzie, I think kicked 1 or 2, but yeah, great kick. We just got to try and get him some more footy up forward.
Strong, balanced footballer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jay Williams.
fun to watch stuff like that happen. He's gone almost for the scissor kick, and he's almost tried to kick it before he's taken possession of it. So interesting stuff there from Jay Williams. The pistol.
He's a pretty hard at it.
He is, so there he pistol kicks inside forward 50. Contest on the ground.
Nick Burgess.
Ball spilling around. Goodwood, good
And
tackle
going
there.
nowhere.
Good tackle by Josh Rosenthal, locks it inside District's forward 50.
Been very quiet, Joshua Rosen. One of your better players,
He
I
has.
think, but haven't called his name too many times today.
He's up forward, so probably hasn't seen a lot of it at the moment.
And he isn't a true forward. He's played most of his footy in the back half.
Yeah, so probably 80% of the time plays down back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Noted as a fullback
Yeah.
slash centre half back.
Did you ever watch Happy Days back in the day?
nah, not.
Never mind then. I'll move on. Okay, Goodwood flying again. Good play. Shooting it out wide, and it's been spilled right out just forward to the centre wing now for Goodwood as they ring the changes early. 3 quick changes coming on for Goodwood. We've got Cale Matthews, we've got Josh Slape, and we've got number 12, Jordan Turner. So 3 changes there for Port District coming on. TJ Hulkus. What do you call him?
TJ.
Yeah, right.
Straight TJ.
Just TJ.
Good spoil over the back there. Who was that?
Back.
Oh, was it?
It's pushing it back.
Okay, maybe. Looked right to me, but never mind. They're looking to come in board, Goodwood. Probably nothing doing at the moment. Need to be sure. Looks for and finds Jack Carter. They like to get the ball in Jack Carter's hands. Obviously, ex-league,
He's looking for a spare.
been on
somewhere.
a Glenelg list, so he knows how to kick a footy. And on Goodwood Oval, you've got to be precise with your kick, and that's a
He's hit one up.
beautiful kick. Hits up Crump. Crump, after an early poor contest, has been very good since, and he finds Barry. Barry looked like he was thinking.
He was going to take.
I tell you what, he's 55 Goodwood metres out. Now, we joke about this, not a 50, is it?
It's about 40.
Yeah, but beautiful hit-up kick. Looks for and finds number 13. That's,
Josh Slape.
yes, the Slaperati. Josh Slape, he's a character. He's got more voice than anyone else out there, and yeah.
And Harley comes to the bench, and so does Tommy Barry.
He'll line up from about 45 out, 40 maybe. Gives it a kick. It falls a bit short. Good touch there once again, that man McInerney. Yes, it'll be interesting on Association Medal night. If he keeps going the way he's going, he could be one of those funny ones. He deserves the 3, but he might not get him because he's not in the middle.
He's a Dylan Orcello type, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yep. Probably gets a bit more possessions than Orcello. Orcello takes a lot of marks though.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Orcello and Hales have probably got the best 2 sets of hands I've seen in Division 1 footy.
so Pokey, we got you here. We want to use you. Tell us who needs to lift. Put it on the
Yeah,
boys.
so probably our pressure's been down around the footy early. Goodwood have got a lot of uncontested footy early. We haven't really had any of the ball in this first 5 minutes of the third quarter, so just got to step it up around the contest.
Yes, I can't see. Where's Tiller playing now?
He's on
He
the
just come
bench.
off.
Just
Oh,
come
is he?
on the bench.
Okay.
He's obviously got a tagging role on Tommy Barry.
Fun to watch. Oh, Goodwood player took hold of the Port District
Derek Clark,
ruckman there. But
yeah.
But again, they're just in front at every contest at the moment, Goodwood this quarter. It's not good signs. Burgess goes inside his player. Broken tackle, looks for, nearly finds, well done, Pinto on the fly, spins, right-handed handball, finds number 4. We don't know his name, so we call him number 4, Kernahan maybe. Big mark, has he here? It's just fallen in his lap almost.
Is that Wally again? Whaley?
No, I'm not sure who that is.
It's hard to see
No, it
who
might be the money clip, is it? No.
Number 8.
It's Kale Matthews. Kale Matthews.
He's already got a couple. He's got one today.
The Sturt Sabre basketball, just his second year of football, doing well to be playing Div 1 football.
Good grab.
Yeah. Probably could have been killed in the contest. Left foot kick, and he's straight through the middle, and it's huge danger signs now. It's blown out to 27 points, and they've kicked that one, of course, down at the Pernix Smarter with data. And on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it's Goodwood Saints 9-7, Port District's 5-3, and tell you what, it was 3-1 at one point, mate, so it's been all Goodwood since then.
I think I might have to go back down and leave you boys here. We haven't had a kick since I've come up here. So
had that one passenger play that looked good. But
Big Clarkie, he's been doing the ruck for you for a number of years. How old would he be?
Yeah, so he'd be 35, probably about that. Yeah,
yeah.
So All-Australian centre half back probably 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Then went out to the country and has been back for a couple of years now. But yeah.
Who else we got in the middle in there? Sorry, we got O'Neill.
JJ O'Neill, Batty and Pistol.
Yep. Of course, Pistol, Jay Williams there. So secondary tap by one. Here we go. Here comes Port District. You're on.
So Jay Williams is centre clearance, kicked up to half forward, dribble kick and bouncing out of bounds in front of Jack Foster. We'll have a throw in on the forward 50 for Port Districts.
Tell us a bit about your supporters. I know very, very popular down at Largs. You get a good crowd. Not too bad here. Got a few here today.
Yeah, we've got B's and C's have stuck around. So yeah.
Was it a triple header today?
Down. Yeah, I think. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, some of the C grader here must have been. I didn't get down here that early, unfortunately. I was too busy pulling out.
You don't get out of bed for less than 100, do you? You sample types.
So I got another throw in here, just up on the centre wing, outer side.
A few of those large legends on the hill there, mate.
Yeah, having a few cans, the old boys. So, no, they're a great support for the club.
Fantastic. Here we go. No, again, just leading in the race to the ball there, but that's Foster, is it?
Jack Foster flicks a handball out. Jay Williams kicks forward, bouncing ball, in congestion there. Goodwood player kicks it out.
Yeah, they've got the answers at the moment. Goodwood kicking it and leading in the race to the ball is Carl Matthews. He escorts it right on the light tower there, true centre wing position. We'll have a ball in fairly early stages of the third quarter, but Goodwood have kicked the first 3 goals of the quarter. And Port District yet to score. If you don't kick the next one, Pokey, sorry mate, but I think this one could be curtains because they're a hard team to score goals against and get a massive run on against. It's not looking good.
No, it's not.
Sorry, can't put lipstick on a pig, we always say on this broadcast. It's Jordan Turner.
Can't polish a turd.
Yes, well you can, but it won't come up very shiny. No. Good mark there, well done. That's Kale Matthews again.
Yeah.
Just managed to get the arms up at full stretch there, take it out in front in the hands. It's a good mark, right. Good kick from just outside the 50, and so far he's proven to be a really nice left foot kick. So this will take his absolute best effort though.
Got a real chance. Goals open up from that side of the ground. Left footer. Oh
gosh.
Shocking kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's kicked it like a tin can in the street. But Port District will clear. Poke, here we go.
So Jay Williams kicks outside the defensive 50 to Jaden O'Neill, and it's going to be held to him by a Goodwood player who now does get it out. And Goodwood are going to re-enter their forward 50 into the 30s, but Gavin Shepherd dropping back in the hole takes a good defensive mark. He switches to the outer side to Tommy Corcoran and takes another good grab. Yeah. Switches now inside to James Batty, and we're inside the Goodwood centre square with James Batty with the ball.
You're on now here, Blakey. You're on now. Fire up. Give us
so
up,
he hits Jack Foster. Trusty left leg will roll and hits Josh Rosenthal at the forward 50. Real long leg, so he'll probably go back and have a shot here, I think, Joshy Rosenthal, from about 55.
55 Goodwood metres. We reckon that'll be 50.
He got a chance?
50.
Yeah, he's got the distance covered here, no worries.
He's got big, broad thighs, doesn't he?
He does. They are some big legs.
Yeah. Big boy, big Joshy.
Bang! You hear the timing of the ball. Wow,
probably going to fall a metre or two short.
He's it.
I think that's Jay Williams has taken a mark in the goal square.
Not a big man, but he wanted it. He had eyes for the ball, and right on cue there, Pocock. You've lifted your team. They needed that one, and he'll kick from the goal square, and this is an absolute certainty.
Oh, I wouldn't even say that with pistol, but it's gone through. It's a goal.
Straight through. He kicks his second. He's actually been good. He's come into it. You said you needed your midfielders to lift, and on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it's Goodwood 9-7, Port District 6-3. It's a 22-point ball game in favour of the Saints. Luke Hosey.
Yeah, good kick in there from big Joshy Rosenthal, and District's got their first goal of the quarter, and something they really needed, and they really need the next two to really get themselves back into this game, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. And Payneham D-grade without me, up by 7 points against Prince Alfred. Prince Alfred haven't lost yet this year, so that's a big one. Love to take that red scalp. Oh, big fly, but well done there, Derek Clark. Wins a tap down. Your boys.
Got a big leap, hasn't he?
Yep.
He does. So Clarkie's hit Harley Tiller. Quick play onto Will Northeast, who hits the forward 50. And Gavin Shepherd with a great diving mark.
Yes.
We'll go back about 35 out.
He'll kick this.
You talked about it, Poke. You've had 3 quarters this year where you're able to flick the switch, and that's exactly what you needed. And just at the right time, you've just flicked the switch and given yourself just a little bit of a show. You kick this one and bring it back to 16 points. I'm sure Goodwood will just tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, well, probably in that first 10 minutes, Goody's had all the ball, so with just a couple of centre clearances as Shep lines up here from about 35 out.
I think and he has just pushed it across the face. But the last, it's gone through for a point. The last 2 forward forays, the keys for me have been for the fact that because you've won the clearance quickly, they haven't had time to push their numbers back, so you've had that space to kick to lead up forwards or to forwards pushing across. Yeah, I know that was a real focus when we got the ball sort of centre forward to roll on as quick as we could to sort of break up that defensive zone they set up. Even just here, just again that slight lift, you can tell when a team lifts, Luke Hosey. Just more numbers to the ball that time, outnumbering there for Port District. So just some good signs here, maybe just making one big play at it. By God, you need this one, don't you? Yes, we do. Very important game.
Tommy Barry.
So Doug Gregg's collected on the wing and kicks Port District's back to the forward 50. Great contest by Gavin Shepherd again. Hits the deck. And he's tackled well by a Goodwood player, but
yeah, that's great.
Goodwood Burgess Carter.
Yeah. Burgess to Carter, 2 very reliable defenders. Ugly kick though. McInerney should mop up, and he does. He must have had 30 touches today. He has. He's had a few games like that this year where he's probably played that loose man down back.
He's played that +1 in there.
He's just a great intercept mark. We've switched it here, unfortunately turned it over. Scott Oakley, the money clip, and they've got players on. Nick Hales.
He's got great hands.
Oh, he stole it.
What?
Oh. He stole
I thought that's a mark.
Hosey, was that a mark?
Yes.
Hales. Levi Elms has pinched it like a thief in the night. And I tell you what,
do you think, Peggy? You think it was a mark?
I actually thought it wasn't a mark, but there you go. No, I probably didn't hold it long enough near Nick Hales, but
that's how the umpire saw it.
You're not going to stand around and ask questions if you steal the ball. I think you're just going to go.
So Luke McInerney's played onto himself and virtually hits it all the way to the wing, where Mitchell Gaffney gets in front. And Tommy Bowlby there, he's wrapped up by the Goodwood.
He's won a free kick.
He's been tackled high,
so I'm talking about first to the ball. You're making your own luck a little bit now. Just a couple of frees going your way, but you've got to put
play
on
on quickly to Will Northeast, who then chips over the top to Harley Zuma, and he marks on the half-forward line. Just held up though, so he'll go back and have his kick from probably about 70 out.
Rosenthal out the back here if they can get it to him.
Joshy Rosenthal's pushing deep.
Not at any great pace, but
I'm not sure Zuma's got the leg to get it to him from there, but.
Oh, here he goes. He flies. Oh, he got there. He just didn't quite hang on to it. And they'll release here Goodwood. They just need to steady here Goodwood. Not happy with that pokey. And they're off. They're out. Here they go. Jack Whaley. Good turn of speed. Geez, that is a cranking mo.
It's good moustache on the young fella.
Whaley's, he's our number 4, Whaley, isn't it? Yeah.
And Luke McInerney again taking another intercept mark.
He's just racking up possessions, isn't he?
But, he's... So Harley Zuma's collected on the wing and tackled immediately by a Goodwood player. We'll have a ball up on the wing.
Will Northeast, how long has he been with you?
So he's been at the club now for 2 years. I think he might have played a bit of junior footy at Magpies and Eagles and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's playing well. Probably half forward, midfield rotation sort of position.
Well done, Carter. Just got the hands released and that opens it up. Well done again, Slate.
Just taking him out. Was that Jaden O'Neill?
Yeah, that's JJ there.
Yep. He's played pretty well today, Jaden.
Was he on the Gaelic list as well there for a while?
Yeah. So he won a Player of the Year for Gaelic probably 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Good tap.
Goodwood are going to go forward here. Barrel.
Effective. Oh, beautifully done there. That's that's the basketball, is it? Yeah. But inside out checky there. And
is Joshy playing more in the ruck now than back half?
Yeah. So probably Joshy's and Derek are playing ruck swap forward. So Joshy hasn't been down back the last few weeks.
Anthony Carlisle's been down there.
Yeah. So when he plays every second week, he's usually down back.
He's in the mines.
But still up there in the mines. But so we do miss him when he's not here. A great long kicking by Luke McInerney's hit Tommy Corcoran. That was probably about a 7-metre leg.
That's 25, surely. No.
Tommy Corcoran goes long towards half forward, and good hands by Derek Clark. Plays on quickly to Benny Drogomuller. Kicks forward, pushed as he kicked. But Jay Williams has taken another great mark about 25 metres out.
Where's Drogomuller from?
I think he might have been played at Barmer a few years.
Okay.
But he's been at the club now 2 years, I reckon, as well. So Jay Williams plays on with a check side and has kicked a great goal.
It's a snap kick. Checks go the other way. Sorry, mate.
He's a good player, Jay Williams.
Yeah, that's his third. He's been the difference this quarter. He's kicked two.
Yeah, he's very
really
strong.
hard
Very strong for his size. Like, he's a small fella, but yeah, really strong and takes a lot of good contested one-on-one marks.
Just quickly, boys, it is a shootout at Prospect Oval. 14-6 plays 14-3. It's North by 3 points, and at beautiful Alberton Oval, it's South by 24 points over Port. There we go. The district's mums go up now.
Rosenthal and Carter going to do battle.
Haven't seen much of Nick Organ. Is he?
So he's down at full back.
Oh, is he? Okay, there he goes. Well, we're not calling his name too much. His mum's right next to us, so better talk about him. Just playing just his second game today.
So Tommy Eccles got a good hands out the middle, and Mitchell Gaffney will chip forward to Jaden O'Neill, who marks about 60 metres out. Turns, plays on, kicks wide to Tommy Eccles, but doesn't hit him, and it's going to bounce out of bounds.
Yeah, it's been a good fight back here. So Port Districts have kicked the last two after Goodwood kicked the first three. It looked like it might be one more. For Goodwood, it would have been all over, but just a little bit of fight, giving yourself a bit of hope here, Pokey.
Yeah, so
17
margins,
points.
yeah, 17 points. Really like another one here as we get towards late in the third quarter.
It is one of those grounds, if you can get a run on, it's a small ground, you can kick a few goals really quickly, but they do shut it down. I mean, they already play a couple behind the ball, so and that's out on the full. It'll be a free kick to Goodwood here. And we're probably in the second half of the quarter now, are we, Hose? I can't see the time there. How many minutes was that, Jono?
19.
19 minutes in. Beautifully done there. Came around, Jono. So as the ball comes right in front of us, it's all Port District. They're flying. They should take it. Oh, a bit of a don't argue there. Here comes Foster, full head of steam, but taking it is Whitelock on that trusty left foot, high up and under. It's awkward. It's high. Well, I wouldn't say it's wide and handsome. It's quite ugly. And at ground level, fighting with himself almost there was Cale Matthews. A good tackle right in front of us here. A couple of different packs there, and the umpire has found another free.
What was that for?
I don't know. Contact. Yes, and they release quickly here.
Contact goalkeeper.
Yeah, goal defence, yeah. Oh, spilling the mark there. Oh,
It was Timmy Zavril.
yeah. Isn't his best day, I wouldn't say, from Timmy. And good tackle. Oh, he looked like he wanted to pay it, didn't he? He wanted to pay it.
He
Had
wanted
the
to
arms
pay it.
ready.
Halsey was looking at the umpire too to make sure he saw it.
Umpire Richie Cunningham there, just getting himself set. Nothing doing. Good tap down there by the money clip. Good release handle, yeah.
Tommy Eckel kicks forward to Jack Foster out in the wing, who's tackled out of bounds right in front of us here.
Taken down. Good tackle there by Mason Ellis it was.
Pembroke only 3 points in arrears of Portland late in the third quarter. Pembroke could get their first win.
Have they not won a game this year?
Nope.
Wow, I don't watch much Div3 obviously. Whitelock tackled, he got his foot to it though. It was ugly, but he got his foot to it. Quick kick there, oh, spills out. Port District, go Pokey.
So Tommy Eckel will kick inside forward 50, but shanks it. Goodwood player takes possession.
Some Brooks.
And Goodwood exit now with a clearing kick up into the wing.
Well
Nick
done.
Burgess,
Yeah, stood under the ball as a good player does. Brought it down and got his own crumb. It goes long. Great kick. Nearly.
Miles
Oh, he got rid of it, Crump.
Tommy Barry.
Ball's gone the wrong way there for TJ Inglis, is it? No, it's Miles. Miles, we'll just call him Miles. McInerney clears it out. Here
So
we go.
Just in the nick of
Nick
time.
Hales exits the forward defensive
Here he
50, and TJ Haukius marks on the defensive 50 for Port Districts.
Got your jumper, mate?
He does. Great number 11. As he
Two.
weighs up his options
Yeah.
and comes down the line to a bad kick, turnover straight to Goodwood.
Yeah, Mason Ellis.
Looks for Whaley. Gee, he's been good today, Whaley, hasn't he? When he's been, apart from a quiet patch in the second, you've got to get rid of it, son, or you could be gone. No. And a little bit of argy-bargy. A little bit
going on there.
That Guernsey's too tight for you, son. Let me give it a bit of a stretch. Fancy. Zulmatilla just getting involved and a bit of a blood rule
He got
again.
a bit of ink the last year or so, Shep.
Yeah, he's a bit of work done on the arms there. Probably in the last 12 months, I reckon.
Yeah, didn't have that before.
blood in the moustache there. For
Yeah.
Bit of claret in the tash. The missus will take care of that later on.
Oh, Rosie over the top.
don't think I've ever seen him jump that high with Johnny Rosenthal. Usually the body-on-body sort of operator.
Elms with a very effective down-the-line kick because it swung in
Great
beautifully.
punch out there from McInerney. Took it out of bounds.
Yes, later stages of the third quarter now. 17 points to the Goodwood. 23 minute gone. So probably about 5 to play. We've had 3 goals each, is it? So 5 goals in total for the quarter. And the ball spills out just shy of the 50 at the Goodwood Saints end. Basically, you can't afford to leak another one this quarter, I wouldn't have thought, Heath.
No, exactly. 17-point margin here. We'd probably need one ourselves, but down the wrong end at the moment.
You go in with a little bit of momentum, get a goal here.
Oh, clever little kick.
So Tommy Corcoran's going to handball to Nick Organ, who then gives another one to Timmy Zavril. Tight footy, contested on the defensive 50 for Goodwood here.
Harley didn't have the ball then.
It's because he dropped it though, to be fair. We're going to have a ball up about 18 centimetres inside of the boundary line, just shy of the 50, and the umpire will sensibly bring it back in a bit further. A lot of players around the ball. It's going to be tough to get this one out. Up and down. We're looking, they push through.
Stoppage after stoppage.
Yeah. Playing into Goodwood's hands really a little bit now. Port Districts, they get a couple of goals, they get a bit of a run on, bang, they shut it down. Lock players around the contest, drop 1, 2, 3 behind the ball, and stop Port from getting any further additional run on.
Yeah, so we can see here back in the midfield, it's probably Goodwood have got about 8 blokes to our 2, so just the sort of setup that they have.
Yeah. Why though? This is just a question. Why wouldn't you just go and man them up? Just go and put man on man around the ground.
That's a good question. I think that's what we were trying to do at the start of the quarter, but
you know, if they drop those 2 back, well, you go and drop an 8-man in your forward line, so you haven't got anyone.
Yeah.
There's no spares.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, there's too many back here. You can probably let 1 or 2, but not 4 that they had just then.
Just quickly, boys, Geelong have got on top and they've blown Brisbane away. They're 49 points up. And the Tigers, 28-point winners over the Magpies in front of 90,000 fans. Not quite 90,000 here today, but a good crowd. And here come Port District. Oh, ducking their head. Whitelock now pushed in the back, and he'll get a free kick.
I see that as the way to beat Goodwood, is to man them up. Don't allow them the spares.
Yeah, man on man.
Yeah.
Watch this beautiful long left foot coming up. Oh, lace out delivery, looks for and
Louis
finds.
Whitelock.
Yeah, and that is the class of the man. I'll tell you what, the man that they call, what are they calling?
Crumb on a 45-degree angle and
Lunch Money Lou. Crump looking for his third. Starts it right. It swings back. It just dies on the fade. You heard of Lunch Money Lou, the rapper?
No.
No, me neither. But apparently that's why he Lou Whitelock, Goodwood captain. So there you go. It's a point anyway, and on the Pernix, down to the Pernix Smarter with data end, it's Goodwood's 9-10, Port District 7-4. It's an 18-point ball game.
Whoa!
TJ Holcast. Oh, dear God.
His kick didn't match the mark.
Oh, TJ.
Oh, no.
TJ.
That turnover's going to kill him, isn't it?
Oh.
Goal. Carl Matthews.
He's taken probably the greatest mark of his life and then kicked it 1.5 metres to the guy on the mark.
Oh, dear.
Full credit for the mark. Full credit to the mark.
Late in the quarter, though, great mark, and then just burnt the kick, and then, straight down, and Carl Matthews kicks a goal from 1 yard out.
How old is the young fella? And then you see Adam Jeffries, interesting to know. Adam Jeffries coaches from up here, so he's on exactly where we are. He's just a little bit further down the line.
When we used to coach against Goodwood, we used to sit right where we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Tell us a bit about TJ. How old is he?
So it'd be 21 in that range. I think he's trained out at West Adelaide actually.
Yep.
But had an injury early in the year, so.
Goodwood out the centre with a quick clearance, but it's all Port District back there. That man McInerney, let's say it's touch number 31, has an accidental bounce, then goes long down the line. Here we go, Pokey.
So Benny Drogamala's going to kick forward. Goody's a lot of numbers back in the defensive 50, and off hands and out of bounds, 20 metres around from goal.
Just not that mistake you needed that late in the quarter, was it?
No, exactly. So that gets it back out to 4 goals now. We really need one here in the last 2 minutes of this quarter.
And also, it's starting to open up that scoring shots, 20 scoring shots to 11. You know, it's just starting to open up that little bit.
It's the Panthers by 30 points, and the Crows have taken the lead over North Adelaide. They'll burn Prospect Oval down if they don't win that one. Pinto goes for the spin. Oh, nearly holding the ball. Probably got a handball out. Right on the 50. They're battling, and they converge. And now there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18 people around the ball, just like that.
Real game of yards, isn't it?
Yep. Yes, it's Goodwood by 18 points. We'll have score updates from around the grounds at three-quarter time. Very late third quarter. They break now. Goes for a bounce. Probably didn't need to.
Elms didn't need to.
Yes, and they'll get it back, Port District, and they do. Right on the three-quarter time siren. It is Goodwood Saints 10 goals 10. Port District 7 goals 4. So for that quarter, it was Goodwood 4 goals 4. Port District 2 goals 1. So that's 3 quarters they've won in a row now, Luke Hosey. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, please. Heath Pocock, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so probably in that first 10 minutes, our pressure was down and Goodies just had the ball. It was just too easy, and we just couldn't sort of even out. And Goodies' structure behind the ball was just too good. Like they had 8 or 9 back there, and we just couldn't get through. So we really going to have to take it on this quarter. Probably kick 6 goals to beat it. Yeah, difficult task in the last quarter coming up.
Just before I throw to you, Luke Hosey, so goal kickers for Goodwood. Cale Matthews has 3, 2 to Jack Whaley, 2 to Miles Crump, and singles to Tom Anderson, Jordan Pinto and Simon Brooks. Whilst for Port District, it's 3 to Jay Williams, 2 in that quarter, singles to Tom Eckel, Jack Foster, Josh Rosenthal and Gavin Shepherd. Luke Hosey.
Yeah, I thought they had, you know, when they kicked those first 2 goals, I thought they were right back into the game, but then Goodwood don't just put those men in behind the footage, lock the game down again, and just shut away, didn't they? They just consummate professionals in how they did it, and just didn't give Port Districts an out when they looked like they had an out, really.
So, Pokey, just quickly, who's addressing that group over there? And what I'm noticing 2 groups. Normally, you see your 3 groups. What's going on there?
Yeah, so we split into 2 groups. One is the back line.
Is that Perry?
So no, Pez has got the forwards and mids with. So that's Darren Perry and Dangers, who's a runner. They take the forward and mids, and then the 6 defenders go. Today it's Buzzer's got them, but it's usually Matty Ween.
Buzzer. So who's Buzzer?
So Buzzer played curly hair. With us.
Aaron.
No. I've forgotten his name.
Nathan
McDowell, sorry.
Nathan McDowell,
How did I forget that? Yeah, so Buzz played back at Districts, probably finished up about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Played a lot of footy at Magpies back in the day. So.
Yep.
And then,
now Simon will bring you together.
Yeah, so then Simon will bring us together and as one group. So.
Yep.
Yeah, so we always split into 2 groups, midfield and forward, and then defenders. So it looks like Goody's split into 3.
Yeah, it does appear they've split into 3. And same thing. Adam Jeffries just did no great rush. I mean, obviously everyone's got a job to do. He puts a lot of the onus onto his team to take control. They're all experienced footballers. It's the same as well. Gary McIntosh at Payneham. Sometimes the umpires are calling you back to position when Gary makes his way out to the huddle to do his talk. So I know at Payneham you've got your Johnny Giannini's and even your Liam Davis. They'll do a lot of the talking, the individual coaching with players and what they're expecting and just the movements and running patterns and things you need to do. And I guess this day and age, it's not about a coach coming in and just screaming at you anymore, is it?
Yeah, so it's a lot more player-driven these days. But I suppose Hef probably does a lot of that. Who's not out there today, and Niska as well. So they usually do the midfield forward group, and they're out today, and Damo Coulthard as well. So probably our 3 starting
where's
players.
Jason?
So he hurt his leg against Henley probably about 4 weeks ago. He'll be out for the year.
Out for the year.
He's out for the year. Hef probably back next week, hopefully, and Damo's missed. I think he's played 2 games of the year, had 2 bad hamstrings, so been pretty unlucky. I mean, every group's got injuries, but if we can get these boys back in the next couple of weeks, or Hef and Coulty especially, it's going to go a long way to us probably finishing somewhere between 3rd and 5th, I think. So.
Yeah.
You got any more scores from out of ground zones?
Yeah, we've got a fair few. Bit of an upset. Flinders Park. About 4 goals in front of Scotch Old Collegian. Scotch, who've been taking all before them. So got Teacher Gully 10-4-64, Athelston 8-4-52.
That's tightened up a lot.
Yeah, that's from Jeff Hurd. Don't know what he's doing there. He's got and he sent me the scores. Hurdy from Flinders Park 11-11 to Scotch Old Collegians 8-6. So yeah, that's Matty Leonard from Portland sent me through that Pembroke are 4 points in arrears of Portland at 3/4 time, so that could be a big upset.
Big Dits be down there sinking a few cans, wouldn't he, Hose?
I would have thought so.
Whereabouts, sorry? Henley?
Dits, no, down at down at the Dome.
Haslam.
Oh.
They're at
Is he
Haslam.
playing there this year?
They're at Haslam Oval.
Okay.
We've got Jets Cross 13-11 to Edwardstown 9-7.
We've got one in Div 4 at Kilburn. Look like they're going to get the chocolates at 3/4 time. Kilburn 11-6, Glenunga 9-9. So 9-point lead there for Kilburn.
Woodville South.
Internet will explode tonight.
Woodville
Big
South. Shrek.
Big shred.
Woodville South 10-13, Kenilworth 9-8. So there's a tight last quarter coming up, loaning 11 points in it. Matthew Bedgegood. Hectorville's are 20 goals up over Ingle Farm. So not a big day. Anthony Lennon from
This is a team that didn't field a B grade 2 weeks ago. Have beaten Ingle Farm with 20 goals.
Salisbury West over Fitzroy, 2 points late in the 3rd quarter.
Plenty of scores there from all your out of grounds. Let's get back to the main event here, because this game is for, well, basically two teams trying to lock in a spot in the 5. It's Goodwood versus Port District at 3/4 time. It's Goodwood by 24 points. Here is all the action of the big last quarter. Pokey, you're on.
So Will Northeast breaks and Tommy Allison will kick long for Port District's about 25 out. Joshy Rosenthal goes up, bouncing ball. Jack Foster overruns it and it's locked in. Although Goodwood are going to clear late here.
Spinneroony.
Good old Booker T.
Yeah, Soy, Sammy Ovens York. Haven't caught his name too many times today.
Out onto the wing where Miles McNamara is going to try and lock it in, because he's 3 good blokes are tackling him. So we're going to have a ball up on the centre wing.
What does Heath Pocock do in this last quarter to try to take some momentum away from
Yeah, well, I suppose we've really got to take the game on. So, I'd be playing on the wing. So probably the run and carry, try and get it as long as we can, get it over. That looks like we try to go man on.
Man, that's what I said.
I think we've got 7 forwards now, but by the looks of yeah. So
don't allow them to spare.
Yeah. So we're going to even out by the looks of it all across the ground.
Yeah, to me that's the best way to do it all. Every game, just don't allow that spare.
Footy's a simple game. If you stand next to a guy and you play better than that guy, and more guys on your team do it than their team, generally you win. I mean, it's just basic principles and logic.
Well, and the same goes down the other end of the ground. McInerney has been best on ground because he's been the spare all day. So
football can be very much overcomplicated. At the end of the day, get it, put it through the sticks, play better than the dude you're on, and you can win. I know it's a lot more complicated than that, but sometimes I think we overcomplicate things.
And I've been waiting for someone to go to Goodwood and go, let's just go man on man with them. Don't allow them those 2 spares.
So Betty Drugamar done well on the wing for Port Districts, and he kicks to centre half forward. Jack Foster goes up, can't complete the mark though, but we'll get a free kick for holding on. So he's got a great long left kick.
Get it in quick. Get it in quick. Get it in long. Yeah, so you've got 4 guys standing there. They've got to move. They've all got to move.
Weighing up his options with a big switch to Luke McInerney. Takes another great grab. Can kick it a long way. Off one step from 55. Bang!
Early.
You're guilty.
He has celebrated as soon as that
taking the game on. Yep. Take the game on.
Well done. High risk, high reward. Great kick, Foster. Well done, McInerney.
So probably our best 2 kicks at the club there. Fozzie switched it wide instead of going where Goodies had all their numbers back, so switched it out to the 50, probably about 55 out. McInerney took another great grab and off one step puts it through.
And he's come running all the way down there from that half.
He has, so played a great game, and so that the margin's back to 18 points now.
That's what you needed. You really needed that real impetus to start the last quarter, didn't you?
Prince Alfred 8 goals 10, Adelaide Uni 3 goals 1, and in the D grade or the C6, Prince Alfred have suffered their first defeat of the year at the hands of my beloved Falcons. Yay. Carry on. Pokey.
So Mitch Gaffney for Port Districts is going to get another clearance here, although it's probably pushed back a bit further. Jack Foster hitting up on the wing. Oh, cops a bit of a falcon there.
Speak of the Falcons.
Bounces out of bounds.
A little Falky in the face. He'd be tough though, it won't affect him. And next goal, obviously, every goal in football is important, but this next goal is crucial. At the moment it's 18 points. To get it back to 12 all of a sudden, anything can happen. But Barry busts through. Strong. Lace out kick. Beautiful. Oh, he's just dropped it. He did all the hard work there. Number 4, Stevie Kernahan, we think it is. And McInerney perhaps in danger, and he has paid it. He's paid kicking in danger. It was a very delicate little kick, but he still paid it.
4 is Jack Whaley. They changed his jumper.
Oh, have they?
It's a bit like Nick Hales. They changed his jumper. Yeah, got ripped in that little scuffle up there at half time.
Right. Bit of Guernsey swapping. You sure about that?
Yep.
All right. Well, is there a C7 game on after this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, geez. Strap yourselves in, lads. I love that footy, mate. That's cool. That's real pure footy. Guys that love the game. Anyway, we believe it's Jack Whaley lining up for probably the most important kick of the day from 40 metres out. Should make light of it. Deliberate approach, gives it a ride. Umpire does a bit of work, but it looks all right, and he celebrates. It is Jack Whaley. That Mo's getting closer to me. It's his third, and he's been very, very good. He's taken a lot of contested marks. That was a bit of a gift, but that's a crucial one down at the Hydro Smart Pure Water Shop. And Hydro Smart Pure Water, it tastes better. And
he's got 3, and Carl Matthews got 3. So been really good up forward.
Goody Saints 11-10, Port District 8-4, and it's back to that 24-point ball game. And it's at the point now, Heathy, I reckon. I don't think you can afford them to score more than maybe one more goal, or it's all over.
See, automatically now you've still got. You're not allowing them to. You haven't gone one-on-one. You've still gone +2.
So basically, Goodies are playing with no wingmen. Their 2 wingmen are coming off the back of the square, so they're technically starting 8 off. Yeah. 8 down back.
Here we go, though. Port District are on. It's Heath Pocock time.
So Tommy Corcoran exits Goodies' defensive 50 and hits Jack Foster on the wing. Plays on quickly with hands to Will Northeast, who gives again over the top to Benny Drogamuller. Bad bounce, although he takes it well. Dances around one. Well done. Dribbles inside forward 50, and another good spin by Tommy Eckel with hands to Jaden O'Neill, who misses.
Bad luck. Good though, he took the game on, and again, it might not come off, but if you're going to win the game, you've got to roll the dice.
Needed that one.
I'm liking Foster's game. He looks like the link man at half forward at the moment.
Yeah, so good hands and great left foot. I suppose we've just got to take it on now. So.
Yep. It's a short kick there, finding the Goodwood player in the back pocket. Just slowing it down a little bit as we're at the 6-minute mark of the final quarter. So Goodwood won't mind losing a little bit of time here. Big pack of players. We've seen that so often today. And coming out of it, it's Jack Whaley. Jack Whaley gives the quick kick off, does he? And it's smothered, and we'll have a ball in about 70 metres around from the Port District goal. It's Port District trailing by 23 points here. 7-minute mark of the final quarter.
Not much happening now. Just Districts, they've just really got to get one. They've got to get the next one somehow. Easier said than done. Jack Carter, Clark, all going nowhere again though, is there? Lots of players around that stoppage. Where's Tom Allison from?
So he's been at Districts for a fair while. Yeah, Bowlby.
He's a junior, wasn't he?
Yeah, he copped a bit during the week. I reckon he first haircut in about 3 or 4 years. And when he walked in on Thursday night, Mads introduced him as a new player, and the boys got around him. So yeah, it was good.
Bowlby, I love that nickname. It's quite good. Bit of thought behind it.
Just a long blonde hair, I think. Something like that, yeah.
Stuck in a light bulb? Or?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Jeez, this is award-winning live streaming here, boys.
Yeah, no, ball's not going anywhere.
There's been about 10 throw-ups in the last 2 minutes. So.
And several of them are from our listeners. There we go, free kick, Goodwood.
Finally, we
come in board. Looking good here. Here's Jack Carter. He's been fantastic off full-back line today, running. Done that a lot. Runs his 10, kicks long, full forward, but cutting across beautifully. McInerney, he is best man on the ground. I don't care what anyone says. To top it off with a goal has been great. Here they go. Here come Districts.
Shepherd flicks it out to Jay Williams, who will kick long.
FAD.
Surely a free kick downfield. Has to be.
Has to be. Well, that's unbelievable.
That is... I'll let TJ call that one.
It was late. Heath, it was late. That's what it was. It wasn't dirty. It was just a bit late.
Late.
It actually tackled him to the ground. He didn't do anything dirty, but
no.
yeah.
Oh,
he had kicked the ball away. Oh, huge fly by McInerney.
Jay Williams kick forward, bouncing in front of Zuma, and a dribble out of bounds.
Yes, of course, Zuma is Harley Tiller. Man, you need to watch. He's worth the price of admission, the little fella. Gets in there. He wouldn't be more than 5'2", would he?
Nah, but has a crack.
He certainly does. Yeah. Well, he's playing A-grade footy, and someone hurt in front of us. I think, is that? Not sure who it is. Could have been McInerney's knee in the head, I believe it or not.
Yes, sure. I think that's Tommy Eckel who's down just in front of us. He might have copped a knee in that marking contest there, but
What's that for?
Yeah, he's going to come off.
Bit of claret. Yeah, coming on Ben Drogamalla. Huge throw, and it's hit the centre square, which is all of 12 metres, but still. And we'll have another ball up here, and I think we might see, I reckon, between 25 and 30 of these still to come throughout the day as we're nearly 10 minutes into the final quarter. Carter gets a hand in the back, but still gets the tap, running on at speed, but good tackle. Oh, he's somersaulted down the line. Goodwood. Oh, the Largs Legends are getting a little vocal to the left of us.
And you can understand them too, I think. That's,
yeah. Free kick to Mason Ellis. He's been alright as well today.
Yeah, he's been quite good.
Been a lot better than his haircut. And he, once again,
and they got them all on there now on the outer side, haven't they?
Yeah, they go to Carter, don't they?
They got +2 now to go down the line. Yeah.
Ovens York, Soy, they call him. Finds Burgess. Burgess on the centre wing position again. Even just chewing up that 30 seconds to get it across the other side. It's win-win for Goodwood at the moment.
Just have the numbers there, don't they? They've got numbers here everywhere.
Hit up kick finds Pinto. He's been alright as well. The Phantom comes in board. Beautiful cute little kick finds Slape. Slape's got time. Comes up. Handball. Not sure who that is, but he'll look for it. Doesn't quite find his man, but he gets it on the bounce. Well played. Number 15. Hit up kick.
Nick Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess, but it's all Port District.
Gav Shepherd.
So Gav Shepherd just intercepting there.
That word.
Chips out wide to TJ Haukius.
Salisbury West 26 points in front of Fitzroy.
TJ's going to go back to Luke McInerney, who probably looked to switch here.
You're looking for that.
And that's Timmy Zav, as we try to work it out the other side, but it looks like we're manned up out that side.
Down.
So back to Luke McInerney, who's going to kick long down the line. And Gavin Shepherd will mark here.
He's got a passage. He started the passage, didn't he?
He's got great hands.
We've probably got to start to look to move this quicker now. So Gavin Shepherd kicks down towards half forward. 2-on-1, Derek Clark.
Good mark, Carter. It wasn't paid for some reason.
Plays on, and he'll kick it straight back to Gavin Shepherd, who takes a great diving mark.
He's been good today, Shepherd. He's been consistent over all 4 quarters. He's certainly offered something, and you've seen him in all parts of the ground. He's really worked hard. Goes to McInerney.
We've probably got to try and push a few forward, though.
ground.
I mean, we've got plenty of the ball across half back here, but now we're struggling because Goodies have sort of set up.
Someone's going to take the bit between the teeth and just run through the middle, I think. And, you know, if you get caught, you get caught.
I've said it all season. The only way to beat them is you have to man them up one-on-one all over the oval. I mean, don't allow Adam Jeffers to do what he wants.
So we're sort of back to where we started here a couple of minutes ago. Luke McInerney's got it again in the back pocket. Probably coming up for disposal 35, TJ.
Yeah, he'd be on 35. I'm not going to go back and watch it and count them, but he would have had 10 a quarter, certainly for the first 3, and he's had several this quarter.
But districts should start going anywhere by doing this, are they? They're just allowing Goodwood to do what they please.
Just a bit of a spinneroonie there from Reardon. It ends up in the hands of Gelling. Tommy G looks for and finds. No, he's spilt the mark at ground level. Oh, it's a cute little inside-out Gaelic football kick there from the Goodwood player straight into the tennis courts, and we're going to have a ball in 7 metres around. This is all valuable time for Goodwood as they have a very handy 23-point lead on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard. Luke Hosey.
I doubt, would they have kicked 100 points at any stage during the year, Goodwood?
Nah, I wouldn't think so. And their points against are so low compared to everyone else. Their defence is just... I think Atherstone only kicked 1 goal against them a couple of weeks ago.
So they've got the best defence in the league statistically. That was in my article this week. I'm sure you're a big fan.
Helps when you play 8 extra.
All right, now, TJ, give yourself some space and don't kick it to him. Another good mark. He's got a good pair of hands, hasn't
he? He does. Pretty quick fella as well. Still learning his craft as a young bloke. Kicks long down the line. Contest here with Shep. Front spot. Benny Drogamalla takes the ball, but it's tackled immediately to the ground by
and we'll have another ball up there, and the Goodies player was actually Luke Stanton. Tron, as they call him. Lucky Stanton.
Quiet day, Luke Stanton.
Yeah,
his
stalwart. Carter's been good, certainly with his tap work anyway.
Tommy Barry's been good.
Yes, that's an interesting one. Now, umpire couldn't see it. He actually did the old school under-8s. I'm hand-holding it to myself. I love that stuff. You couldn't see the actions then, of course, but I was doing some actions with that.
Shep, third man up.
Here we go. They're out here. You're on.
So Tommy Eckel bursting through the middle, kicks out wide, but it's going to be a turnover as Goodies.
Simon Brooks, former captain,
have taken it and now going forward, but looks like
Whaley.
Yep, Whaley's on the end of it here.
Been
half forward, probably about 55 out.
He's kicked 3, but I think he's been the most dangerous forward on the day, certainly.
He's led Tim Zvari merry dance most of the day.
and Tim Zari hasn't had any impact himself, to be fair. Goes long, high to the square. Pack forms, good mark. Oh, that's two I reckon he's sort of maybe not taken, but that's a great mark by Miles Crump. So it's sort of Crump.
Carl Matthews, I think.
Is it Carl Matthews?
Yeah, it's Carla.
Sorry, it is Carl Matthews going for his fourth as well. So
he's had a big day.
Yeah, yep. Probably not who you'd send your best defender to, but he has kicked it. The former basketballer, and in just his second season of football, has kicked 4. And it's Goodwood, 12 goals, 10. Port District, 8 goals, 5. At the 15-minute mark of the last quarter. And if you remember Luke Hosey at the start of the day, I said it'd be 12 goals to 8 in favour of Goodwood. So let's hope it's not. Let's hope we get a few goals to come still. But it certainly is at that point now with probably 10 minutes to go for the day. In the last quarter, we've had 2 goals to 1. Great goal from Luke McInerney. Sort of gave us a flicker of hope that we might have a barnstorming finish, but it's going to be tough from here, Pokey. I think it's almost the biggest lead of the day, 29 points. And
yeah, it's going to be tough now. Probably so we need 5 goals in about 10 minutes. So
the Penguins on the stage and singing.
The Penguin. Okay. So what does this do? What does this do for you in the scheme of the season? 4th.
So 4th, I think Paynham will beat Modbury today, so they'll jump us and we'll be 5th.
Yep.
So probably means that our chance of a double chance of slipping away. And yeah, 4th or 5th with Paynham is probably about where we're at at the moment.
Yep.
As Goodies enter and take another mark inside forward 50.
Yeah, it was Turner to Pinto to Anderson, and the man who calls himself the Rolls Royce has got the mark, and he'll line up 50 metres out.
Tommy Anderson.
You won't be happy to hear that his coach thinks he's a pro, the silkiest player in the team, and brother of Lou. You'd expect the fire chief to chuck this one straight through the middle. It's a bit up and under. It's a bit up and under, and it'll be spoiled through right on the line there. Probably got a bit close to the man on the mark there. So
out to 30 points, and they've been playing just on 16 minutes in this final term.
And that is officially the biggest margin of the day on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard.
And you was about spot on there, mate. 12 goals to 8 at the start of the game. So
it's not over yet, but you'd think it's going to be sort of around that mark, maybe a 13-9 type finish. Big Carter comes with a head of steam, but well done by the Port District player Williams, was it?
Yeah, pistol.
Yeah. Fearless. He's not a big guy, but he competes well in the air, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. For his size, he's a great competitor in the air.
Yeah.
He's strong. He's really hard at it, isn't he?
Yeah. So Benny Drugamola is going to clear here. Kicks down towards half forward, but it's gone over Jack Foster's head.
Sam Ovens York.
Yes, SOI. It's an acronym, obviously. Yes, the hyphen. Yeah. First year as an A grader for Ovens York as well. So
Jordan Pinto. Getting plenty of the footy today. He's had a bit of ball out of bounds far side. Tennis court.
I'll tell you what, boys, just I don't want to get sidetracked too much, but the boys from Kenilworth and Goodwood for C7, they're chomping at the bit. They're like a pack of wild dogs floating around here, ready to go. So don't go anywhere, viewers, because we are.
Posey might stick around and do that game.
Hit on someone's missus. The ball's still 60 metres out. So it's almost junk time now. You'd like to think Port have got something left to fire, but I think
17.5 minutes in, I can't see Port District's getting back in here.
No, you're not even watching the game, mate. So here we go, though, Poke.
So this is Pistol Williams, got it on the wing, kicks long. Jack Foster one-on-one. Although a good spoil by the Goodie player.
Yeah, Tommy G. Tommy G probably out of position. Just got the long lever up, hit the inside out, left-handed spoil, out of play, 70 metres around from the Port District goal. Tell you, we don't like to do the lipstick on the pig stuff. We call a spade here. We think it's over, but one quick one here and there'd be just the slightest flicker. You need 5 goals in 10 minutes, mate. So it's not impossible. It's been done before, but the scheme of things, it's unlikely.
Yeah, so I mean, in some games this year against Rocks and that, we have kicked 5 goals in 10 minutes, so it is possible, but
not with their defensive structure.
Yeah, it's not Adam Jeffrey's
sort of
first rodeo,
game.
so yeah. I'll leave with you boys just for a sec. I'm just going to jump down here for 1 minute.
Yeah, go for your life. Not much happening, is there? Just a stoppage after
stoppage. So Pistol Williams here has got it. He's going to kick inside forward 50 to Jack Foster. Good contest there by the Goodies player. Flicks it back, and now they'll exit their defensive 50 long down the line. Luke McInerney comes over the top, but the Goodies player's too strong in front and takes a great contested mark.
So you'll be back next week, mate?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, just a bit of tightness in the hamstring. We'll say hamstring awareness, so maybe 1 or 2. So, well, mate, only 1 more than today. So.
And who you got next week?
So we got Rocks at Thebby next week. So another big one. Yeah.
Turns into a must-win after today.
Yeah, it does. So it's going to be a tight run home with Payne and Prince Alfred and probably Henley, I suppose, for them bottom 2 spots in the 5.
Yeah.
Just great news as well. I'll come back to you in a sec, Pokey, because you've got the ball.
Yeah,
but
so
Adam Jeffries will be joining us at the end of the broadcast hose. So
that's great. Good.
So Tommy Corcoran's kicked long, but Goodies are pretty well set up here with a couple spare back. Plenty of time, and they're going to exit defensive 50 here.
And they're out. Yeah, but
Nick
there's
Burgess.
no great rush yet. Nick Burgess has been all right in the second half, hasn't he? He's very calm with the ball, Burgess. And he just hits up, looks for, and nearly finds his teammate in the big fella there, Carl Matthews. He's shown a bit, Carl Matthews. Certainly attacks the ball well and going the wrong way as a Goodwood player, but again, just time to steady, finds James Reardon. Reardon now goes across, should open up the ground nicely, and he should have Pinto up the line, doesn't use him, instead comes to, looks for and finds Slape. Slape goes down the line, ugly kick, it's all Port District, and it's Heath Pocock time.
So Luke McInerney collects again and is going to switch pretty dangerously and high across, but should get to TJ Haukius, and it does.
Yeah, so great news that we'll be joined by the Goodwood coach at the end of the game. That's fantastic. And again, we thank Heath today. It's been fantastic having you here because we don't know all the players. And it's great to get the insight from you, and you've offered a fair bit.
No, it's good to be here, boys. Obviously, I'd rather be out there, but
yeah.
And yeah, disappointing result, but good fun being here. So
that's what we were about there. So here we go. Jake Matthews, is it?
No, pistol. Jay Williams plays on, gives to Derek Clark. Jack Foster off his left foot has kicked it very, very high.
It's a rainmaker.
And it's going to go out in the full.
Oh, there was birds on clouds getting nervous then. And this is what we try and do at SA Footballer TV, mate. We get people from the clubs to speak because you guys know your mates better, your players better, and you can give us such great insight into your clubs and any great sponsors at your club that you want to quickly...
So probably the Palais Hotel down there at Semaphore is the main sponsor. And just give my personal sponsor a shout out, 1836 Conveyancing. 46
if you want to
Hill Road.
If you want to be conveyed, that's the conveyancing group for you.
So Scotty Petherick and Nick Charles, they'll
Scotty
sort you
Petherick.
out. Yeah, Scotty Petherick.
I want it's 20-year reunion for me and Scotty Petherick. The 98 Premiership at
Walkerville?
Walkerville. Yes, yeah.
Great man, Scotty.
He's fantastic. I love Scotty. He's a big ruckman. So yeah, he's a good guy.
Flinders Park 14-13, Scotch 9-6, so it's a 6-goal advantage to Flinders Park. So Darcy will be happy, Jeff Hurd not so.
Yeah, well, I saw Jeff Hurd the other day. Share that with him.
Thank you to Jeffrey for sending scoring.
Yeah, look, and we do appreciate everyone that sends the scores in. It does help. We think it adds to just the grassroots element as Pinto takes the ball on the wing again. He tends to always be at top pace when he takes the ball. And Whaley, tell you what, that's contested mark number 7, I think, for the day now, and that is an outstanding statistic in anyone's game. Beautiful kick. Had 2 to choose from.
Hales has gone to him now. He's gone to pick up Whaley, so...
almost frozen in position there, Simon Brooks, wasn't he? Just letting him know, you've stolen me ball there, Reardon.
Jeps Cross 17-15, Edwardstown 12-13, so we have a 32-point margin to Jeps Cross. That's from Wayne Wild. Thank you.
Lining up now. 40 metres out, directly in front is James Reardon. And he has put it through, and that is the sealer. If it wasn't over already, the fat lady is singing. On the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it is Goodwood Saints 13-11, Port District's 8-5. That's a 36-point margin, our biggest margin of the day, and you have to say that's it. And I think I've got a score from Ross Trevor.
Ross Trevor?
No, I don't. No, just someone talking crap.
We'll get some scores from around the ground at the end there, and just pass on to our listeners. Toasty here as well.
Gaelic football royalty is upon us. Stevie Ray Clay, Toasty, I tell you what, Stephen, it's great to have you at the broadcast. Former Port District player, where you playing your footy now?
He is, he's back there.
Back here.
What, not playing in your hay?
No, I'm hamstring.
Awareness like Tex Walker, your mate?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He joined us at the Portland the other week, mate, and gave us some.
On the television show. Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Didn't watch it, but heard good things. So great to have you. Great to have you on board. How's the form been?
Oh, all right until I got injured. Not
I'll write the Div 1 right up, and I haven't been mentioning you too much, so it hasn't been the old toasty of old, has it?
no, not at all. Not yet.
Back from tail and
We'll
bend.
get back, hopefully. We'll get back to it, but it'll be a few weeks away yet. So.
How's the wife and kids?
No, she's going all right. She's not too bad. No kids yet.
None of your own?
No, not like you, Tommy.
Yeah, I've got him in every country as Goodwood push on. Thanks for joining us, mate. Out the back come Goodwood. It's that man again, number 8, Kale Matthews, but pointing him there on that occasion. Well done there by the Port District
Dougie
player.
Gregg has done well.
Yeah.
Sidesteps, but then kicks out of bounds.
Wonderful.
Teacher Gully 12-7-79, Athelston 9-5-59, so it's a 20-point margin to Teacher Gully.
Of course, Stephen did the most famous nudie run in Gaelic football history. Were you there that day?
I was not, but
He ran the entire length of the field, naked, hand-tying, kicked a goal on grand final day in front of thousands, and then we appointed him president of the association.
I don't
You
know
wonder
how,
why that game's in trouble.
I think he's stood down now. But
Yeah, no, he has. He's walking around the corner from me, actually. He rang me the other day. So, a beautiful kick. Should have given that a bit more time. That's a beautiful kick from Jackie Whaley, right on the boundary line, 45 metres out, and he's kicked a goal, and that is his 4th. And again, he has been the best forward on the ground on the day. And that, on the Harley Firm scoreboard, it is Port District by 42 points. They've kicked away in the last quarter and been too good in the end.
Goodwood by 42 points.
What did I say?
Port District.
You weren't happy with that?
I was wishing it was.
Broadview 20 goals 1333, Old Iggy's 10-3-63.
Yes, at Prospect Oval, this is quite an interesting result. 23-minute mark. It's North Adelaide, 20 goals 9. Adelaide 18-7, 14 points. The North should hang on there. And Port Adelaide are going to lose in the 4th quarter, 48 points down to South Adelaide. We've mentioned already in the AFL, Richmond beat Collingwood, Geelong beat. Oh, beautiful tap there. That is just sublime. And they
Great chase by
Yeah,
Tommy
well done.
Corcoran. Never gave it up.
What was great, you would have missed it off camera, I reckon. Jack Carter went across to Tom Barry and they did the low-high 10. That was quite amusing.
But another turnover here. is
Yeah,
gonna-
beautifully done. Anthony Scarra, flying shot on the run, just 1 point. Sorry, mate. If scores are level, it's good. It's GWS and St Kilda, 12 points apiece. But how about the tap work? That was pretty
It
nice.
was fantastic.
Yeah. Look, I actually felt like on top early was Derek Clark in the first quarter, but Carter's got on top later on in the day and given the on-ball was first.
Yeah,
use.
absolutely. So Luke McInerney takes another mark here
Touch number 39.
and hits Jaden O'Neill, who's going to just hold it up for the meantime.
This way, that away. Got me
Goes
confused.
down the line. Oh, big contest there, Shep.
Came across and, geez, he tread where angels fear. The soy down the line. And that's out in the full, I think. Yes, it is. Umpire Richie Cunningham says you can't do that.
Just on 27 minutes gone. Not long to go now.
It's a high risk kick, no reward in that one, and here they come. Here come Goodwood. They should break out the back to Whaley. That's an ugly kick. Tell you what, have you ever taken something home that ugly?
No, if you,
Not you,
you're
Hose.
trying to ask me? No, not at all, TJ.
Oh,
So Will North East will mark here in the middle, looks to play on quickly, switches wide to Jack Foster, but good sport, free kick to Fozzie there.
What for?
I'm not sure. So plays on long, he'll have a crack here.
55, it's a high, long kick, but the Goodwood have got 6 men back there, and they'll mark on the line. All right. Heath, we're in the last minute of the game, so I just want to say thank you very much for joining us. We're going to get you to say goodbye now because Adam Jeffries is going to join us as soon as that final siren goes.
Thanks,
Are you
fellas.
at West or South first?
So in Adelaide Oval for the first day.
Induction, mate.
Yeah.
A few coffees.
Yeah, and then be back out to either West or South the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to it. Anyway,
Nice.
thanks,
Thanks,
fellas.
mate. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, Heath. The 28 and a half minutes, nearly 28 and a half minutes into this final quarter. And it's
You just sound like you're on Prozac. Talk it up. 28
No,
minutes into
it's-
the final quarter. Here come Goodwood.
it's been a real
Free kick, play on, ball up. What do we got here? Slickerish all sorts. It's a free kick, Port District.
it's been a difficult game to watch.
They've grounded out. The thing is, you give credit where it's due. They've won every quarter, Goodwood. So they've come what they came to do, and they were challenged early, certainly. So, and there it is.
No one's going to knock their style. No one's going to knock back their win but it's not an attractive brand, is it?
No. But all they've got
I
to
suppose
do.
it is what it is. They have to win, and coaches, all they're paid to do is win.
They are currently sitting second. They've had a 43-point win. Their percentage improves.
I get it. I get all of that, but
Yep.
I'm just saying
And the
it's
thing
just
is,
not attractive.
If it comes to qualifying final when they're in second spot and they get Tea Tree Gully and they can shut it down, they can win and they can get to, well, and then maybe they just open it up and they change their style a bit when they get to Audi Arena. So joining us momentarily will be Adam Jeffries, hopefully, or we may have lost him.
No, he's still sitting there on the coach's bench.
He's a very calm coach, isn't he? And here come the boys from the C7. Hope you're getting this on camera, Jono. This is great. These boys, this is the epitome. These guys don't play for money. They play for love. This is what it's all about.
Kenilworth.
Yes, it's Kenilworth versus Goodwood. And I'll tell you what, there'll be passion, there'll be enthusiasm, and most importantly, there'll be straight out, unadulterated fun. And that's what footy's all about.
And they've been all geared up, ready to go since about half
It's
time.
about 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So umpires just coming off. Didn't do a bad job today. Probably a little too technical for my liking.
Bit technical, a lot
of course,
a
umpires.
lot of free kicks. Weren't there?
Umpires director Colin Rouston was here watching him, so maybe they
He
felt
was doing the B grade.
Oh, was he? Maybe they felt the need to pay off. They get a bit of a boo. But all in all, very good. And in Indigenous round, a great win. So Goodwood supporters absolutely cheer their people off, and very, very happy group here at Goodwood. And we're just making there's a bit of a path being formed here. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yeah, for the C7 players.
Oh, is it? Okay, here they come. Here come the boys. Oh, this is great. This is absolutely fantastic. Look at him go. Look at little number 12. Oh, look at number 7. He's got a mullet. I'm telling you, the passion, it's there, baby. It's there. There he goes. How good is that? How good is that the A grade got their asses over there and gave that moment to those lads? That is absolutely sensational. And that's, you know what? Probably a little bit tongue-in-cheek, some of that I was doing, but that's why Goodwood is such a good club. That's why, because they win premierships, they support each other. And joining us now,
Adam Jeffries with the tie.
Senior coach Adam Jeffries, another good win. Welcome, Adam, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, welcome, Adam.
Sorry, muted. Yep, you're on now. A really, really good win, mate. You grounded out. You won every quarter. You must be very happy.
Very pleased in the end. I thought they were coming at us in the third, late in the third. The turnover late was a big one, because I just thought Districts of the team, like we played them in round 6 and we actually dominated the game like that. They kicked 7 goals in the second quarter and 10 for the match and got us. But our attacking's been getting better. Everyone's been talking about our defensive footy, but it's just the style of play. Our attack is getting better. It's getting better, and we'll need to. And
you kicked 14 for the day, so you certainly got the job done. Look, I was really, really impressed with Jack Whaley. I think he took 7 contested marks today, so he was an absolute standout.
He was good.
Cale Matthews snuck on there. I don't know much about Cale Matthews. Obviously,
he's the basketball convert.
And on his second season of footy, very, very good with 4 goals.
He comes on, I think, because no one knows a lot about him. He comes in off the bench, and he probably got their 4th or 5th defender, and they're probably...
That's exactly what we said, yeah.
And he just took, those couple of juggling marks in the goal square, which you might not take if you've got the best defender on you. So a good day for him kicking 4, that's for sure.
One thing I did notice about him, when he does lead up the ground, he does attack at full throttle. Yep. He doesn't play like a lot of basketballers can be tentative, but that's not a bit of Dean Brogan about him almost.
Yeah, a little bit. Watch out for him. We're hoping he loves his basketball, but we're hoping he might even just take his footy to another level even next year. Keep an eye on that name, Cale Matthews.
Yes.
Jordan Pinto was pretty good.
Yeah,
he was quite good.
With Dempsey out, Geordie played small forward today rather than his usual wing, and he was very good. His couple of front and centres were very good. His kicking, we're not blessed with a lot of great kicks at Goodwood, where it's a bit of a grind at stoppage, tough team, but that's probably why Geordie stands out a little bit, and he broke the game open late for us, I thought.
Nick Burgess was always he's a reliable self.
He was a beast today, we thought, Burjo. He would have tagged Hef, but with Hef not there, Burjo got a bit of a free run. And he actually got a bit of the ball, which is normally I'm a worry with. You send a tag and he doesn't have a job, they get lost. But he had a really good game, Burgess.
I thought Scott Oakley did a good job as the second ruckman coming in after Carter.
We are blessed with Oakes. He's a genuine ruck probably in his own right, but he's a good forward. So we don't lose anything when he's up the front. He took some marks high up the field today. I don't think he hit the score sheet, but we are lucky with both of those guys.
Yeah, and Tommy, I thought his colours lowered in maybe in the first quarter to Derek Clark, but after that got on top, and then a couple of those deft left-hand palms and the reverse palm. He has a genuine ruckman gift.
Their ruckman 16, when we played him in round 6, he was the best player on the ground by a mile, and unfortunately Oakley was away that day and Carts was one on and was just getting smashed. So I thought we neutralised that one pretty well today, which was good for us.
Yep. All right, the other one, Jack Carter at the back. You seem to actually use him as the setup man in the sense that even though he wasn't always in the best position, you give him the ball because he is a very good kick, obviously ex-Glenelg.
Yeah, he loves kicking it long, but we try and set him up as our spare defender where we can.
Yep.
And if there's pressure up the field, he'll mark the footy. You know, early on in the game it wasn't there and he wasn't able to be utilised. So.
Yep. I'm going to ask a few questions about your setup, how you're setting up back there. You don't play with the two wings, you set the two wings up between half-back and the back pockets.
Yep.
Has anyone tried to test you by placing man-on-man?
Well, if they come man-on-man, we're happy with that.
Because you just want
when
to play
we played
8 on 8. Are you happy
we're happy with it. It's risky strategy because if we get beaten around the ball, they know there's a guy out wide on his own and they can feed it out there, and it's happened a few times to us. But if, as a rule, we're a pretty good stoppage team and it doesn't squirt out to the side all that often. It is a risky strategy, but something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I didn't have the balls to do it when I was out in the country because they're like, "Where's the wings? Where's the wings?" But it's a little bit of a different setup at the centre stoppages, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for a coach to take you on and just go man on man around the ground. I just wonder if anyone's done that in games so far this year.
I think they take the attacking mindset of, let's leave them there and see if we can use them. And then some weeks it works, some weeks it doesn't. If we're strong around the ball, we've got the extra numbers around the ball and forward of the ball, generally it works in our favour. It's a bit of Russian roulette.
I just reckon you're that good at setting that up with those +2 that sooner or later someone's going to have to do that to beat you.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting, won't it? When we play Ross Trevor in a couple of weeks, that'll be interesting to see what they do with that, I think.
For me, I'm sitting there thinking...
Where is that?
Here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking as a coach today, how do I bet Adam Jeffries and I go, I wouldn't allow him to do what he wants to do because they're basically letting you what you want to do.
Yeah, and that's up to each individual coach. Like I said, when we played Teachery Gully the other week, they sat their wingmen out wide and we were off on the day and they carved us up. So it can be risky on our part too. If we're slightly off around the ball, they know at centre clearance, if they get it, they've got a guy out wide and he gets used. So it is risky. It worked in our favour today though.
All right, you get away with that on a small deck here at Goodwood, which is probably the smallest deck in Division 1. You play 9 games here, you're going to get 9 wins. How are you going to go on a bigger deck? Than being able to close it down.
Early we played at Payneham and won, and we played at Athelston and won really well.
On big decks?
Yeah, on the huge decks.
Henley?
So we lost at Henley early in the year. Everyone was talking about that at the start of the year, our large oval play versus, and so was I.
I'm just thinking of it, watching it.
The style doesn't change wherever we go. It's just executing. There's more space. Yeah, but sometimes teams can get sucked in going wide as well, we're happy with that too. So it is a bit of cat and mouse being played. We're happy if teams play wide and slow. So it'll be interesting to see what happens come September, maybe.
Because you're more or less working on that principle of having the 4 defenders 15 metres apart to help each other out. And obviously, if you can spread them on a bigger oval, that's what they're going to have to try to do.
Yeah, and so once again, if there's pressure around the footy on their entries, we're fine. If teams want to use the guy out wide on the wide ovals and it's slow play, that suits us fine as well. So it's all about slowing down the opposition and getting the game on our terms, which predominantly was on our terms today. Apart from a patch in the first and a patch in the third, I thought Districts make you nervous. They get little run-ons. They're an elite kicking team. When they get a couple of little sniffs, they hit the 20-metre kick and they're away, and that's probably something we need to keep working on.
No, I just thought I'd pose those questions just as a...
Time will tell, and the finals will be an exciting time. Now, a couple of quick ones, mate. The pink cardigan from earlier this year, that's not going to come out anymore, is it?
Well, what about the tie today, Tommy?
No, well, I noticed the pink and salmon tie and looking absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah, so, look, I know you want to get down to your group. Just one thing I want to pay tribute to. I always talk about Goodwood is such an amazing club, and I've lost a couple of grand finals to them. Well, not as a Payneham person. But what I saw there at the end, whose idea is that? The way the players rushed over to make those C7 guys part of it.
Yeah, that's something we've been doing all year. It's been great this year. The C7s have been playing the twilight fixtures after us.
Yep.
And the first time they did, they love it. And it's so a lot of our boys go and train with the C7 boys on Thursday night for half an hour, and it's just it's a real good feeling. It's awesome.
It's community, mate, and it's one of the things that makes your club special. Of course, they're actually not playing the 8-man defence. I've noticed.
No, we tried to set up a bit of a forward press with the C7s, but maybe this summer we'll work on it.
Now, what's going to happen next Saturday? Next Saturday, I know for a fact you've been invited to play in the pre-game showdown with myself and AFL Nines.
I thought you were going to ask about that.
Are you playing in the AFL Nines pre-game, or are you going to be coaching Goodwood?
I'll probably have to coach Goodwood next week, Tommy, although you will miss me badly.
I know, I'm not allowed to swear.
My skill off half back in the AFL Nines.
It's been fantastic. Currently sitting second in AFL Nines, sitting second in, I think there's a little something in that for all of us. Thanks for having us today, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Go
awesome
enjoy
to have
the
you guys
team.
here. Good to see you again, Luke.
No worries. Best of luck
Thanks,
for
guys.
the rest of the year against everyone except Paynham.
We'll talk.
All right. Cheers, mate. Adam. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much, Luke. Any final scores before you switch off?
North Haven defeated Plimpton by 11 goals. So a lot of the other scores we have been
on top of.
Yeah. So Flinders Park beat Scotch pretty easily. You would think Seaton would have beaten Walkerville. I'm a bit concerned about the Portland one because I've sent out 2 scores to people from Portland and they haven't responded.
Yep.
That doesn't give me a lot of confidence that they've won.
Paynham by 128 points over Modbury. Modbury kicking 2 goals for the day. Paynham had 8 out today as well. So
Spock by 4 goals over Brighton there. Gavin Lauder said Spock by 4 goals. Unbelievable game. Brighton hit the front in the third quarter. 2 best teams in the competition by a mile. Boyle for Brighton is a jet, B-O-G. So Gavin Lauder, not too many better players than Gavin in his day. So
he knows his footy.
Man,
yep.
So,
I reckon that's just about it from us, isn't it, Hose?
We're just going to probably go over the goal kickers, I suppose.
Goal kickers for Goodwood Saints. It was Kale Matthews with 4, Jack Whaley with 4, Miles Crump with 2, and singles to Anderson, Pinto, Reardon and Brooks for Port District.
Gav Shep with 1.
That is a great goal. Sorry, Hose. Guys just kicked a goal on the run from 40 metres. It's a fantastic goal. Sorry.
Tommy Ecker with 1, Joe O'Neill with 1, Luke McInerney with 1, and Jay Williams was the only multiple goal kicker with 3.
Now, I could be wrong. I reckon that's Stefan Theodore, and that's his brother in the middle who plays for Kenilworth. Because I used to do the grassroots, used to do a C7 special. And they get into each other. Oh, look, his opponent's patting him on the back. Great goal, mate. Sorry, I'm actually taken back by this. This is so cool. Again, it's not all about big money and big dollars. So carry on, Hose.
No, they're having a ball, aren't they?
They are. They're out there. And how about the crowd? I don't know if you can hear the crowd in the background. Are we still on air, Jono?
Play by play, let's go.
It's fantastic. We're going to ball up at 4:30 for C17. Carry on. Better players, mate. I'll, if anything happens in the game, I'll call it.
Oh, good. We called them out. I think it was Carl Matthews and Jack Whaley were fantastic. Scott Oakley was pretty good. I thought Tommy Barry was really good. Jordan Pinto was pretty good, and for Port Districts, their best was pretty easy, I thought. And Luke McInerney, best on ground by a mile. Joe Williams was also pretty good. Gav Shepherd was pretty good. Nick Hales was serviceable. Harley Tiller was hard at it all day. Tommy Corcoran tried hard. But just a really good effort by Goodwood Saints, and still remain second.
Too good as Kenilworth breaking through the middle here. It's a high up and under, and that man who kicked the running goal takes it. But that's it for us today. I'm off at the showdown playing in the pre-game next week, Hose, but I'll be back in 2 weeks for whoever we've got.
Oh, you're off next week?
I am, mate.
Okay.
I'm playing in the showdown. So
playing in the showdown?
Well, in the pre-game, yeah. So,
okay.
So, it's the big one. It's the last one I'll miss for the year, and I'm right for the rest of the year. Oh, ball! Up my pace. I'm addicted to this. Oh. Anyway, so thanks for joining us on SA Footballer TV. We'll be back next week.
See you later.